on live, Ali sir. Thank you.
College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite, learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. And a trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. It's a college for education, but what we live is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. University, inspiring future trailblazers today.
Dear students, good afternoon. Welcome to 30th day of Daya CET coaching. Now you are going to have mathematics class 4 to 5:50. 6, 5 to 8, you will be having biology class. Pure revision and mock exam discussion, mathematics. I hand over session to Mallikarjun sir. Please take over the session, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. And good evening, all of you students. Right. Now,
you can share your screen, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're able to see my screen, sir?
Yes, screen is visible,
yeah.
And your voice is also audible.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Students put their queries in Q&A, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right, children. If x cube minus 2x square minus 9x plus 18 equals 0 and a equal to 1, 2, 3, 4x, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a very good question, no? And here now you need to find the values of x, right? So x square so take the x square common, x minus 2, 9 into x minus 2 equal to 0. Take x minus 2 common, then x square minus 9 equal to 0. X equal to 2 and x equal to plus or minus 3. Now expand the a also. A equal to, we have to 1 into 9x minus 48. 9x minus 48 minus 2 into 36 minus 42 plus 3 into 32 minus 7x. Right. So 9x minus 48 minus 36 minus 42 is minus 6, that is plus 12. And 32, 96 minus 21x. And 96 minus 48 is 48 plus 12, 60. 60 minus 21x. Right. Now put x equal to 2. Then a equal to 60 minus 42. Right. So it is 18. And put x equal to 3. Then a equal to 60 minus 33x. Right. No, it is 12x. Right. And here you'll get change. That is 60 minus 24. It is 36. 60 minus 36. It is 24. And put x equal to minus 3. A equal to 60 plus 36. Among this one is the maximum is 96. Right, this is a very good question. And they have given one polynomial equation, one determinant as given. Then the maximum value of a is asking. From this we got the value of x. That delta a, you know how to calculate the delta a. So from there we have substituted x equal to 2 and x equal to 3 and x equal to minus 3. Right, children? Yes, no, minus inch error. I have rectified. Thank you very much. Now option A is the correct. Right. The next question is at x equal to 1, f of x equal to x cube minus 1, x minus 1. X lies between 1 and 2. F dash of 1 plus f dash of x equal to 3x square and f dash of 1 equal to 3 for 1 minus f dash of x equal to 1, f dash of 1 minus is 1 and f dash of 1 is not equal to f dash of 1 minus. Right. Now, but here if you observe this one, this is the finite and this is also finite. Finite. Therefore, f of x is continuous and not differentiable. Not differentiable. This is a very important point. You need not to check continuous. Directly we can check if both are finite values, and if they are equal, then it is a differentiable and continuous. If it is a not equal and finite, then it is not differentiable and continuous. Right? So second option is the right option. So very important concept here. There are two questions they asked: continuous and differentiable. Okay, if you get finite value, that's fine. Then if they are equal or not equal, there will be a continuous. Right. Next. Now, next question. If y equal to cos of x square whole square, then dy by dx is equal to. Now dy by dx equal to cos of x square whole square. That is 2 cos of x square minus sine of x square into 2x. That equal to minus 2x into sine of 2x square. Right? So C option is the right option. Right? It's a very simple question to know. Next. And the next question is, for constant a, d by dx of x power a plus a power x, a power a. And anyhow, this is a constant. No? X power x derivative is, we know that, shortcut x power x into x by x, derivative of x is 1, and x derivative is 1, and log x. Next, second term, x power n formula, a into x power a minus 1 plus a power x derivative is a power x into log a base c, and a power a derivative is 0 because it's a constant. Now which option is coming? So second option is the right option. Since it is x by x, it is 1 plus log x, a into x power a minus 1, a power x log a base c. Right? So the second option is the right option, and you should be able to know complete formula. This 1 week you read formula and practice old question papers, at least 7 to 8 papers. So 2016 onwards you can practice the question papers. Right. Next. Now, y equal to log x to the base 10, log x base c. Log x to the base 10, dy by dx equal to statement number 1. Dy by dx equal to log x base 10. It is derivative is x into log 10 base c. 10 base c. Log x derivative is 1 by x. Further, this option is not there here. Then further I will write as 1 by x. This log 10 base a can be written as log e base 10 plus 1 by x. Now the statement 1 is true. Comes to the statement number 2. 2. What is given? Log x base 10. D by dx of log x base 10 is equal to 1 by x into log 10 base e. 10 base c. Right? But here he has given log x by log 10. So it is ruled out. This is also log x by log e. This is also ruled out. Both are ruled out. So only statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false. So first option is the right option. Yeah, Lalit has given the first option. Right? Next. Now this question, it's a very good question, but instead of asking the points, they should ask the value of theta. Right? Instead of this one, the value of theta. Okay, not the points. So dy by dx by d theta you calculate first. Parametric differentiation minus sine theta. Derivative of log 1 by tan theta by 2 into secant square theta by 2 into 1 by 2 is minus sine theta plus 1 by 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So that equal to minus sine theta plus 1 by sine theta. Do the LCM. 1 minus sine square theta by sine theta. It is cos square theta by sine theta. Keep it as it is. And dy by d theta y equal to sine theta. Dy by d theta equal to cos theta. I wanted dy by dx equal to 0. Therefore, dy by d theta by dx by d theta equal to 0. Dy by d theta is sine theta or dx dy by d theta equal to 0. Sine theta equal to 0 and theta equal to n pi. So the D is the right option. It is a combination of the parametric differentiation and trigonometric general solutions. So very, very important model. Next. And you can see the unique type of questions. No? Next. Right. Now that percentage and all not there, Pranav. And 50% they will take PCMB, the PCM, and 50% from the CET. Okay, na? So minimum 50% should be there PUC. Y equal to x minus 1 whole square into x minus 2 whole cube into x minus 3 whole to the power of 5. Then dy by dx at x equal to 4 is equal to. Now, you can differentiate this one UVW formula. Dy by dx is equal to x minus 1 whole square, x minus 2 whole cube, 5 into x minus 3 whole power 4 plus x minus 1 whole square, x minus 2, x minus 3 whole power 5 and 3 into x minus 2 whole square plus 2 into x minus 1, x minus 2 whole cube, x minus 3 whole power 5. At x equal to 4, now it is 9, 8, 5 plus 9 x minus 3, that is 1, 3 into x minus 2 whole square, 12 plus 2, 3, 1 and 8. This is 8 into 1. So 9 into 8, 72, 72 into 5, 360 plus 12 into 9, 108 648. So how much it will come? 4 right, 48 plus 1 not 156 plus 360, 516. D is the right option. D is the right option. Right. Next. And it's a very good question on this one. It is based on the rate measure question. Say by doing that previous year's questions and almost all the concepts you are able to cover, and you can come to know that where how to prepare and what is the importance of the formulae. Next, definitions, approach, method of doing, shortcuts, everything will be recalled. A particle starts from rest and its angular displacement is given by theta, t square by 20 plus t by 5. If the angular velocity at the end of t equal 4 seconds is k, then the value of k is d theta by dt is equal to k 2t by 10, 20 plus 1 by 5 equal to k. Now t equal to 4 by 20 plus 1 by 5 equal to k. Now 3 equal to 5k. So your answer is the value of 5k is 3. Now here 4 5 times goes, right? Multiply with 5, 2 plus 1 3, we get 5k. So fourth option is the right option. Next. If the parabola y equal to alpha x square minus 6x plus beta, 6x plus beta, Sandhya is D, correct one. Right. If the parabola y equal to alpha x square minus 6x plus beta passes through the point 0, 2 and its tangent at x equal 3 by 2 parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis means first it is passes through 0, 2, then it is 2 equal to beta. 2 equal to beta. So beta equal to 2, we got it. So this is first option is ruled out. Then D is also ruled out. Between B and C is our option. Now dy by dx equal to 2 alpha x minus 6 equal to 0 and put x equal to 3 by 2. Then it is 2 into alpha 3 by 2 minus 6 equal to 0. So 2 will get cancelled. Alpha equal to 2. Alpha equal to beta equal to 2. Our option is the C is the right option. Right. Sandhya, C is given and Lalit also given as C option. Right. Next one. Question number 9, the 10. Right. The function f of x equal to x square minus 2x is strictly decreasing in the width. Strictly decreasing means f dash of x less than 0. So 2x minus 2 less than 0, x less than 1, minus infinity comma 1, x belongs to. So A is the right option. A is the right option. Next. Now, good, no? Muhammad Asif, C. No, it's a option. Lalit A, anonymous A. Right. The maximum slope of the curve y equal to minus x cube and plus 3x square plus 2x minus 27. So first I need to get this slope. Slope is m equal to dy by dx. So that equal to minus 3x square plus 6x plus 2. Now we need to calculate dm by dx is equal to minus 6x plus 6 equal to 0. Then x equal to what? 1. Right? When you get one value, you can check directly. You can check directly and no need to go for the second derivative. So that equal to minus 3 plus 6 plus 2. 8 minus 3, it is 5. If you get two values, you need to check for the second derivative test whether it is a maximum or minimum at x value. Right? Sandhya is correct. Right. Next. Now this is the textbook question only. Integral of x cube into sine of tan inverse of x power 4 by 1 plus x power 8 dx is equal to what? Right? So I can take it as, tan inverse of x power 4 is equal to t. Tan inverse x derivative is 1 by 1 plus x square. Now 1 plus x square into derivative of x power 4. It is 4x cube dx equal to dt. Then it is x cube is there. X cube 1 plus x power 8 dx equal to 1 by 4 dt. Right? Now I can take that, I equal to integral of x cube by 1 plus x power 8 dx. It is 1 by 4 sin t dt. Integral of sin t is minus 1 by 4 cos t plus c minus 1 by 4 cos of tan inverse of x power 4 plus c. A is the right option. A is the right option. Next. Lalit has given the first option, correct? Next. Now, this is also a very good question. No? The value of integral of x square dx by x power 6 plus a power 6 is equal to what? X square dx, x power 6 plus a power 6 is equal to. Now, put x cube equal to t, 3x square dx equal to dt. Now, x square dx equal to 1 by 3 dt. So, I equal to integral of 1 by 3 integral of 1 by root of t square plus a cube whole power 2. Right? Now, what is the formula for this one? 1 by 3. What is the formula? Any idea about it? Log of x plus root of x square plus a square. So 1 by 3 log of t. T is what? X cube plus root of t square, x power 6, a power 6 plus c. Now, which is the right option? Is the third option is the right option. No? I think most of the students, they have given the first option. Sandhya, C. Why you gave answer here? Sandhya, Inchara is correct. Shushmita is correct. Muhammad Asif also correct. Right. Next one. It's also a very good question. The value of x into e power x by 1 plus x whole square dx. How to approach such type of questions? You know the formula. Integral of e power x into f of x plus f dash of x dx equal to e power x into f of x plus c. Okay. And now to bring it to that form is I equal to integral of e power x. We have to add and subtract 1, x plus 1 minus 1 by x plus 1 whole square dx. Right. Now, when you are working out this problem, is integral of e power x 1 by x plus 1 minus 1 by x plus 1 whole square dx. So this is f of x and this is the f dash of x. Your answer is e power x into derivative of that part. So that is a formula already I gave. E power x into 1 by x plus 1 plus c. Right? I think this also they have given 14th. Option D. Option D. Sneha is given. Inchara, Sandhya, Muhammad. Right? Very good. Next question. It is also similar model. You see, the same question and same method. They have repeated 2 questions. Right? Now this we can write as e power x right. The value of e power x into 1 plus sin x by 1 plus cos x dx is equal to. Again, this is also we need to bring it to the form of integral of e power x into f of x plus f dash of x dx equal to e power x into f of x plus c. I equal to integral of e power x and 1 plus 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2 by 2 cos square x by 2. This is also textbook question only. No? Dx. Split the LCM e power x 1 by 2 secant square x by 2 plus cos will get cancelled. No? Sin by cos tan x by 2 dx. Now this is f of x and here it is f dash of x. Therefore, e power x into secant square x by 2. Secant square x by 2 plus c. Sorry. tan x by 2. E power x into tan x by 2. So both of the first option is the right option. Now I can see that some people already they have given some options. Sahana is given, Sandhya A, C. Inchara option A. Sushmita, almost everyone has given right answer. No? Right. Next one. Also very good question. No? If in equal to 0 to pi by 4, tan power nx dx, where n is a positive integer, then I10 plus I8 is equal to what? Now, I10 plus I8 is equal to integral of 0 to pi by 4 tan power 10x plus tan power 8x dx. Right. Now take it as tan power 8x into tan square x plus 1 dx. Now this is what secant square x. So put tan x equal to t. Secant square x dx equal to dt. Therefore, substitute the limits also. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. T power 9 dt. Right, t power h. Now t power 9 by 9. Right, so 0 to 1, it is 1 by 9. Now the D is the right option. It's a very good question, and we have a very good question in this one. Totally now 3 questions they asked, 3 different exams, no? Different year of the exam. Yes, Sandhya is given right answer. No? Next. Now 17th one. 0 to 40, 42, root x by root x plus root of 40 minus 40, 42 minus x dx. So this one already I gave as shortcut, and in this shortcut it is a symmetric function I told you. So I'll give you shortcut. Integral of a to b f of a plus b f of x by f of x plus f of a plus b minus x dx equal to integral of f of a plus b minus x f of a plus b minus x f of x dx. Here both the denominators are same, and one of the denominator terms you will get in the numerator. Here f of x, here also f of x. Here one of the denominator terms you have the numerator a plus b minus x. So when it comes such type of functions, your answer is upper limit minus lower limit by 2. Now upper limit is 40, 42 minus 0 by 2 equal to 20, 21. So second option is the right option. Second option is the right option. Yes, Sandhya, 20, 21 is the correct option. Good. Upper limit minus lower limit by 2. This is the shortcut we use, right? And list out all the shortcuts, formulas at one place. Keep revising. You have almost 1 week is there. You list out all the physics formulae, chemistry, mathematics. Daily repetition is required. So you know the method of doing. When you are not able to connect with the formulae, you lose the time and lose the marks, and thousands of ranks you will get difference in your rank. Okay, next. Now the area of the region bounded by y equal to root of 16 minus x square, then and x equal to what? Right? So in this question, we have like, I'll take the diagram. This is the circle, but this part is not there. Okay, this part is not there. Only semicircle with respect to x-axis. Right? And this part and this part. Right? So minus 4 to plus 4. Minus 4 to plus 4. This is the origin, or 0 to 4 I can take. Area equal to twice of 0 to 4 y dx. That equal twice of 0 to 4 y is root of 4 square minus x square dx. That equal 2 into x by 2 root of 4 square minus 6x square plus a square by 2 sin inverse x by a, and between 0 to 4. So you know the formula is integral of a square minus x square dx equal to x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sin inverse of x by a plus c. Now this is the formula you can apply, right? Substitute the 4, you will get 0. 8 sin inverse 1 for upper limit. For lower limit, 0 equal to 2 into 8 into pi by 2. 2 will get cancelled. 8 pi square units. So first option is the right option. Yes, some people have given the option A. Charmila Reddy has given, and Lalit has given the first option. Right? Now next. You have to maintain yourself for formulas. No? Whatever I'll discuss these formulas, anyhow I will share this one too. Right? In the group. Okay. If the area of the ellipse is x square by 25 plus y square by lambda square equal to 1 is 25. square units, then lambda equal to. Now area of ellipse is pi AB. Area, and which is equal to 20 pi. Then pi will get cancelled. No? A is 5 units and B is lambda equal to 20. So lambda equal to 4 units. This is the right option. And we have formula x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Then area is equal to pi AB. Pi AB. Say, generally some people they'll apply integration. Right? If you use integration, you'll get the answer also. But it takes time. If you know the formula of area of ellipse. Now area of circle is pi a square. But for ellipse, A and B both are different. Okay. So like this we can get it. Next. And the next one is solution of differential equation x dy minus y dx equals 0 represents what? Right. So integrate on both the sides, or x dy equal to y dx. Now dy by y equal to dx by x. Integrating on both the sides. Log of mod y equal to log of mod x. Log of mod y equal to log of mod x plus log of mod c. Therefore, if all the terms are in terms of log, constant also you take it as in terms of log. To simplify further, it is y equal to log of mod cx. So that equal to y equal to cx, which is in the form of y equal to mx. Therefore, passes through the origin. Passes through the origin. Passes through the origin. Right? So it is a straight line passing through the origin. Hyperbola is ruled out. Parabola is ruled out. Parabola is y square equal to 4x. Circle means x square plus y square equal to r square. Rectangular hyperbola means xy equal to c square, or x square minus y square equal to constant. Constant. So like this we have, and passes through the origin is y equal to mx. Y equal to mx. So like this, if we know the curves, once we integrate, we have to compare with the standard form, then we'll get the required option. So I think most of them option A. And Sneha is given, Lalit has given, and Muhammad Asif, straight line passing through the origin, Charmila Reddy, and anonymous sir, is tomorrow is the last class? Yes. Right. I am not sure.
Yes, sir, just 1 minute.
Sir.
Tomorrow is going to be the last class.
Okay,
But
sir.
16th, we are going to have mock exam. 16th.
Very good, sir.
16th mock exam, tentatively. All the details of mock exam will be shared in group, and we will send a mail. And also we will send a Google form to register for mock exam. Once you receive the Google form, dear students, you please register yourself for the mock exam. Once you register, you will receive the link to attempt the mock exam. It is going to be very useful. After class completion, 13th it is going to complete. We give 2 days time to prepare. Then you write a mock exam. You will understand where you are standing. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
And dear students, if you have any questions, you can write me in my WhatsApp. I am putting my WhatsApp number in chat box. Thank you.
Yeah, children, and then don't miss to write the mock test. So mock test is very important. Without writing the mock test, if you sit for the directly final exam, and suppose if you do some mistakes, you don't have any option to rectify. If you write the mock test, then you will come to know that where you people are weak and how you are able to connect to the questions. When you are not able to connect the questions, when you are, some gaps will be there, formulae you may not recall so fast, then these are all you can rectify before the examination. There is no point of realization after the examination. So what sir said, 16th and all the details will be sent to you. And then you please write the exam mock test. Don't ignore the mock test. If you ignore the mock test, then it will be a very difficult to, if you, that you can minimize your mistakes. Basic concept is you can minimize your mistakes, and then once you attempt the question, you should get the right answer. And you should not try here and there to get your answer twice, thrice. You lose the time to complete the more number of questions. Scoring is important. Which question you have attempted, which question is not attempted is immaterial. So search for the easy questions in the whole paper and write it easily. Once you attempted, you should get the final answer. Right? For your speed, maybe on an average, you may get around 35 plus. But if you practice last 6-7 papers, last year 6-7 papers, and the DSU people, they are conducting the test also, please write, and then you'll come to know that where you are going to stand. Okay, and further, if still you have any doubts and all, you can contact to the Ilyas sir, and he will forward to us, and what can be further, what we can do, the best we can do it. Right, thank you. Next, the number of solutions of dy by x, y plus 1 by x minus 1. Generally, whenever it is given particular solution, so there are two types of solutions. General solutions. General solution is infinite solutions. Infinite. Particular solution will be only one solution. Only one. Right? Here the particular that x value is given. That means the x and y is given here. Here x and y to find c. To find c. Here x and y is not given. C is the variable, arbitrary constant. Arbitrary constant. Right? Arbitrary constant means you know that infinite solutions will be there. But here it is a particular solution. Since it is x equal to 1 and y equal to 2 is given. So one solution is possible. Right, children? So next, anybody else has given? Yes, sir. Could you please add me on WhatsApp group? Anonymous sir will take care. Lalit is correct answer. Next. Now, the next question is, a vector makes equal acute angles on the coordinate axis, then the projection of vector b bar. So it's a very good question. You have studied in 3D, acute angle on the coordinate axis. Therefore, a bar equal to 1 by root 3 Li I plus j plus I plus j plus k. Right. So this is the a bar equal to 1 by root 3. He is asking that, mod of a bar is calculate 1 by root 3 into 1 plus 1 plus 1 equal to 1. So b bar dot a bar by mod of a bar B dot A 1 by root 3, you take it outside. Then that is 5 plus 7 minus 1 by 1 equal to 11 by root 3. It's a very good question, but you know that equal angles means LMN is equal to plus or minus 1 by root 3. You can take plus 1 by root 3 or you can take minus 1 by root 3. Answer is same. Right, children? So it's a very good question they have asked. Vidya, B is the right option. Very good. Next. And here, no, this question they have given that, wrong option for this one. And, the diagonals of a parallelogram are 3i plus 6j minus 2k minus I minus 2j minus 8k, then the length of the shortest side of the parallelogram. And here the parallelogram, if I take right, so parallelogram, right, so A, B, C, D, and he has given that diagonal means AC one diagonal and BD is the another diagonal. So I know this one, AC bar equal to AB plus BC bar. Next, another one is BD bar equal to BA bar plus AD bar. So BA bar means AB bar and AD bar means it is nothing but BC bar. Right? So we need sides AB bar plus AC bar plus BD bar is equal to twice of BC bar. Therefore, AC plus BD by 2 equal to BC. Both you add it, and similarly, we can write AC minus BD by 2 is equal to AB bar. Right? So I'll take, so BC bar is equal to BC bar. I should add both AC plus BD. AC plus BD means 3i minus I, it is 2i. 6 minus 2, 4j. And minus 2k minus 8k, it is minus 10k by 2 equal to I plus 2j minus 5k. Mod of BC equal to root of 1 plus 4 plus 25 equal to root 29, root 30. Keep it as this. Next. Another one is AB bar equal to, you can calculate AB bar, AC minus BD by 2, subtract both. So that is 4i and plus 8j, then minus 6k plus 6k by 2, that equal to 2i plus 4j plus 3k. Now that is 2i. It is mod of AB equal to root of 4 plus 16 plus 9. It is root 29. The shortest one is, this is the shorter, right? But option is not given. So for this, you are going to get bonus mark, right? But this is the procedure. It's a very good question and tricky question, you can say. Right? Now, any answers for that? Okay. Next. Next question. A dot B equal to 0 and A plus B equal A bar plus B bar makes an angle 60 degrees with the A bar, then what? So cos theta equal to A bar plus B bar dot A bar by mod of A plus B into mod A bar, and theta is 60 degrees. Cos 60 is what? 1 by 2 is equal to A dot A. It is mod of A square plus A bar dot B bar by mod of A plus B into mod A bar. Right? So this part is 0 and mod A, this one will get cancelled. Cross multiply. Mod of A plus B is equal to 2 into mod A, squaring on both the sides. Mod of A square plus mod of B bar square plus 2 into A bar dot B bar equal to 4 mod A square. Now this part is 0. Therefore, take mod A square right side. Mod B bar square equal to 3 into mod of A square. Mod B bar is equal to root 3 into mod A bar. So it is very important. Fourth option is the right option. Mod of B bar equal to root 3 into mod of A bar. It's a very good question. Right? Next. Now, area under the curve, area is given. The area of the parallelogram with A bar and B bar has two adjacent sides is 15 square units. Then the area of a parallelogram having 3A bar plus 2B bar and A bar plus 3B bar has two adjacent sides in square units. Right? So here is given A bar cross B bar is given as 15 square units. 15 square units. And area is asking for these two. So area equal to mod of 3A plus 2B cross A bar plus 3B bar cross, right? Then 3A cross A, open the bracket, plus 9 A cross B plus twice of B cross A plus 6 B cross B. Right. So anyhow, this is 0. This is also 0 with the same vector A cross B minus A cross B. So that equal to 9 minus 2, 7 A cross B is equal to 7 into A cross B, 50, which is 105. So C is the right option. I think Lalit has given the C option. What about Sandhya and Sneha, Inchara, Anonymous? Keep solving the problems, mom. And wherever you get, you can look at my solution, or else you can try from your end, so that you'll come to know that where you are doing mistakes. Right. The equation of the line joining of the points -3, 4, 11 and 1, -2, 7. There are two possibilities. One is x minus x1 by x2 minus x1 is equal to y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 equal to z minus z1 by z2 minus z1. Or you can write it as x minus x2 by x2 minus x1 is equal to y minus y2 by y2 minus y1 equal to z minus z2 by z minus z2 minus z1. So you can take numerator either the first point or second point. No? So we'll check for with the first one. If it is failed, then we'll go for the second. Right? So this is the x1, y1, z1. This is x2, y2, z2. You can apply the formula x plus 3 by 1 plus 3 is equal to y minus y1, y2 minus y1 minus 2 minus 4 is equal to z minus z1. Z1 is how much? 11 by z2 minus z1, 7 minus 4. 7 minus 11. So x plus 3 by 4, y minus 4 by minus 6, z minus 11 by minus 4. Now, if you see the options, no? X plus 3, y minus 4, z minus 11. So this is ruled out. This is ruled out. Our option is between A and B. But here 4, 6 minus 4 is there. Multiply by minus 2. You will get x plus 3 by 2 minus 2 is equal to y minus 4 by 3 is equal to z minus 11 by 2. So which is the right option? B is the right option. B is the right option. Right, you should be very careful while doing the problems because this ratios, no, they are infinite are possible. You can multiply with any non-zero number. Yes, Sneha has given C option. Bhumika has given Sneha. Check once, no. Injara has given correct. Bhumika has given correct, no. So Sneha, once you check it, well, there, right? Okay. Next. Now the angle between the direction cosines. So it's a very simple question. Cos theta equal to L1 L2 cosines, no, L1 N2 M1 M2 plus N1 N2. So that equal to root 3 by 4, root 3 by 4, 3 by 16 and 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 16, root 3 and root 3, 3 by 4. So that equal 4 by 16 is 1 by 4 minus 3 by 4 equal to minus 2 by 4 minus of. Therefore, theta equal to 120 degrees or 60 degrees. That is 2 pi by 3 or pi by 3. So your option will be C. Because there are two possibilities. No? This is one line. This is one line. No? If this is 60, the other one will be 120 degrees. Both are angle between the vectors only. But when you see this one, we have to identify that 120 is not, you cannot say like that. So Inchara and Lalit has given the correct answers from. Next. Now, this is also a very good question. This type of concept questions are not there in your textbook, but we generally get for the CET. Now, if a plane meets the coordinate axis at A, B, and C in such a way that the centroid of triangle ABC is at the point 1, 2, 3, then the equation of the. Now, if I go for this one, coordinate axis. So, I'll take like this coordinate axis. And then there is a plane meets the coordinate axis. So like this, it is a meeting with the coordinate axis. So A, B, and C, A comma 0 comma 0, 0 comma B comma 0, 0 comma 0 comma C. Now equation will be x by A plus y by B, z by C equal to 1. But he has given the centroid. Centroid is what? G equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma with y, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, comma z1 plus z2 plus z3 by 3. Like this we can take it. So at that time you will get as a by 3, comma b by 3, comma c by 3, which is equal to 1, 2, 3. They have given. So I need to calculate the a value 3, b value is 6, c value is 9. So you can equate the x coordinate to x coordinate, y coordinate to y coordinate, z coordinate to z coordinate. Right? Therefore, I can write x by 3, y by 6, and z by 9 equal to 1. So second option is the right option. Second option is the right option. Next. Yes, I think some answers I got it. Option B, integer, is correct one. Next. The area of a quadrilateral ABCD. Just this one, I'll give the hint, you can try. Like this, we have quadrant A, B, C, and D. You divide into the two triangles so that area I can calculate. So first and second triangle. Therefore, area equal to triangle ABC plus triangle ADC. So you can calculate of BC cross BA plus of CA cross CB or DA, I'll take it. Easy to write. DA cross DC. You know how to calculate the BC. OC minus OB because they are points. No? BA bar is OA minus OB. DA bar is OA minus OD. DC bar is OC minus OD. Like this. So add up and take the modulus and do the cross. It's a little lengthy question. You can try later. Okay. So next question. I think some of the people they have given the right option. A. Might be. Might be. Just let me check. Yes. A is the right option. You can try later. Okay. I gave the hint how to proceed. Right. Next question. Right. So these linear programming questions, no, very easy questions and very easy to score, and the mistakes you will not get any, easy to score. Right. The shader region is the solution set of inequalities, and 5x plus 4y greater than or equal to 20, x less than or equal to 6, y greater than or equal to 3, x greater than or equal to 0, and y greater than or equal to 0. Now see this one, all the equations we have. Now, x by a plus y by b equal to 1, x by 4, y by 5 equal to 1, 5x plus 4y equal to 20. Now, it is towards the origin. So I'll give the hint. Towards the origin, it is less than or equal, less than symbol, and the other side of the origin, the other side of the origin, I'll take it as greater than or equal to 0. Now see children, this one is the other side of the origin. So I should write greater than or equal to 20. And this is towards the origin side, x less than or equal to 6. And this is also towards the origin, y less than or equal to 3. So your option will be C is the right option. Towards means less than. The other side of the origin means greater than. Right? I think some of the answers I got it. Right? Lalit has given, Rishabh has given, Kirtana has given. Kirtana, how are you after long time? Kirtana, after long time there. Right. Given that A and B are two events such that probability of B equal to 3 by 5, probability of A given that B equal to 1 by 2, probability of A union B equal to 4 by 5. Then probability of A equal to what? So probability of A given that B is probability of A intersection B by probability of B. A given that B is 1 by 2. A intersection B, we don't know. We are calculating this one. And probability of B is 3 by 5. Then the cross multiply. And it comes probability of A intersection B equal to 3 by 10. Keep it as this. I wanted probability of A union B equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Is A union B is 4 by 5. Probability of A is we required to calculate. Probability of B is 3 by 5. Probability of A intersection B is 3 by 10. Okay. Then, so 4 by 5 minus 3 by 5 minus 3 plus 3 by 10 is equal to probability of A. Therefore, probability of A equal to, I can write 10 is the LCM, right? 4 minus 3. So 8 minus 6 plus 3. So 11 minus, that is 5 by 10. It is 1 by 2. So second option is the right option. Second option is the right option. I think some of the options they have given Inchara, Rishabh, and Lalit, and Charmila has given option B is correct. Correct. Next. Second. A, B, C are three independent events such that probability of A equal to probability of B equal to probability of C equal to P. Then probability of at least two of A, comma B and C occur what? Right. So at least two of, he said, at least two of means probability of A intersection B intersection C bar plus probability of A intersection B not C plus probability of A not intersection B intersection C plus probability of A intersection B intersection C. Right, at least two of A comma B comma C. At least two of means what? Maybe two or three also possible. Correct? But all are this one what? Independent events. So independent means probability of A, probability of B, probability of C bar plus probability of A into probability of B bar, probability of C plus probability of A bar, probability of B, probability of C plus probability of A into probability of B into probability of C. Right? A is P, 1 minus P, 1 minus P, 1 minus P, and P. So 3P square into 1 minus P plus P cube. 3P cube, 3P square minus 3P cube plus P cube. It is 3P square minus 2P cube. It's a very good question, right? So you should know that he said at least two of A, B, C occur. That means two or three also possible. A but not C, A and C but not B, B and C but not A, and A, B, C. A, B, C. Next. Now, two dice are thrown. If it is known that the sum of the numbers on the dice was less than 6, the probability of getting a sum as 3. Now he said A equal to sum is less than 6. Means 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. 2 means what? 1 comma 1. 3 means what? 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1. And 4 means 1 comma 3, 3 comma 1 and 2 comma 2. And 5 is 1 comma 4, 4 comma 1. And 2 comma 3, 3 comma 2. This is about A. What is given B? What is given B, ma'am? B equal to sum is 11. Sum as 3. That means 1, 2, 2, 3. Sorry, 2, 1. Right? So he has given, if the known, it is given to you 6 and asking for the find the probability that getting a sum as 3. So probability of B given that A equal to probability of A intersection B by probability of A or N of A intersection B by N of A. Now I have to calculate A intersection B. Common to them is 1, 2 and 2, 1. Right? So there are 2 elements are there. N of A, 10 elements are there. So that equal to 1 by 5. So C is the right option. I think some of them they might have given the option C. Inchera has given. Right? 1 by 5. It's a very good question. No? It's a conditional probability based question. Right? I think this question already we have done. Let's see. Right. Now here they have given. So this question already we have done. No? Probability of X equal to 70%. Probability of Y is given 30%. And probability of quality given by X is 80%. Probability of quality given by Y equal to 90%. Therefore, probability of particular probability by total probability. This is the Bayes theorem of particular probability by total probability. Now total is probability of X into probability of quality given by X, probability of Y, probability of quality given that Y. Numerator is particularly the probability that it has come from the plant X, particularly as mentioned. So I'll take probability of X into probability of quality given that X. Now probability of X is, don't simplify, keep it as this 70 into 80 by 70 into 80 plus 30 into 90. Right? So zeros will get cancelled. 56 by 56 plus 27. So 56 by 83. So your option is the C is the right option. C is the right option. Right? It is a particular probability by total probability. Next. Is also a very good question. And if A and B are non-singleton sets and n into A cross B, n of A cross B equal 35, B is a subset of A, then n of A is combination of the n of B. Try, anybody else? Right here, very important is non-single tone sets. It's not the single element, more than one element. And also B is the subset of A is given. So N of A cross B is 35. You can do the factors 35 into 1 or 1 into 35 or 5 into 7 or 7 into 5. Correct? So this is ruled out. This is ruled out. Since it has given single tone, non-single tone. That's why these two are ruled out. And B is a subset of A. That means B should be 5, A should be 7. Okay, that is N of A into N of B. Therefore, N of A equal to 7, N of B equal to 5. You should split like this. So N of A combination with N of B. So that equal to 7C5. So you know the LCR formula, 7 factorial by 7 minus 5. 2 factorial into 5 factorial. So 7 into 6 into 5 factorial by 2 factorial is 2 into 1. Again 5 factorial. So 5 factorial will get cancelled. 2 3 times 4. 7 into 3 is 21. So this is the right option. You know the formula of NCR equal to n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. It's a very good question, excellent question you can say, and logical thinking question, right? Sneha has given 21, Lalit also is given, option D sir. Sharmila also given correct. Very good, mom. Right. Next. And this question, domain of this function. Domain means the function is not defined. Right? Domain means for any value of x, the function is defined. That means we can take 1 minus mod x is not equal to 0. No? X is not equal to plus or minus 1. So D is the right option. You can take any real number except minus 1 and plus 1. It's a very good question. Simple question, but you should know that, domain means the set of values of x, the set of values of x for which function is defined. Function is defined. Right? So that's the reason. So denominator should not be 0. So you'll get 1 minus x equal to plus or minus 1. So somebody has given the answer. Yes, Lalit is correct. Right? Next. Now, the value of cos 1200 degrees and tan 1485 degrees. So 1200 degrees means 1080 plus 120. This is 1440 plus 45 degrees. So this we can write 3 into 360. This is 4 into 4, 360 degrees. So comes in the first quadrant. Therefore, cos 120 degrees plus cos 45 degrees, tan 45 degrees, tan 45 degrees. Cos 120 is minus of tan 45 is plus 1. So that equal to 1 by 2. Right? So we'll get the first option is the right option. Okay. Next. Now, the value of tan 1 degrees and tan 2 degrees, I think most of them I'm getting the right options. Kirtana, first option. Lalit has given 1B. Yes, you are right. So already I gave a shortcut. 1 plus 89 is 90. If A plus B equal to 90 degrees, no? Tan A into tan B equal to 1. Like this, 2 and 88 degrees, 3 and 87 degrees. So you'll get the value is 1. 1 into 1 into 1 into 1, like that. In between, you'll get tan 45 also. It is 1. Right. Next. So this complex numbers also, it is easy. I gave the shortcut for the last time. Anybody else was giving the answer for this one? Yes. Similar 39B, Kirtana is given B. Yes. Now the 40th question. This one, 1 plus I by 1 minus I. It is I power x equal to 1. So to get the 1, x equal to 4n. So D is the right option. D is the right option. Right. Next. It is also a very good question, but it's a simple question. Right? The cost and revenue functions of a product are given by C of x equal to 20x plus 4000 and R of x equal to 60x plus 2000 respectively, where x is the number of items produced and sold. The value of x to be and profit is. So anybody else know? Is that any question, any options? I got it. For 40th option D, Lalit. Yes, no, Sharmila, you are right. And for the next question, anybody else who can solve this problem? Who can solve? Right. So the C of x and this one both are equal. No? He said the cost and revenue function of a product are given respectively, where x is the number of items reduced under the value of x. So both you can equate R of x equal to C of x. Therefore, 20x plus 4000 is equal to 60x 2000. So 40x equal to 2000, then x equal to 0, 0 will get cancelled 15. So it is more than 50. He has to sell it to get the profit. Right? So more than 50 rupees he has to sell. Right? Next. The question is very good question, but you should know that what we have to do for that to get the profit. Yes, Dhriti, first option, Sneha, first option, and Charmila is given first option. Good. Next, permutation combination question. And a student to answer 10 questions, choosing at least 4 from each of the part A and part B. If there are 6 questions in part A and part 7 in part B, then the number of ways can the student choose 10 questions from? It's a very good question. Right. Now, part A and part B, A has given how many questions? 6. B has given 7 questions. But choosing at least 4 from each part A and part B. If there are 6 questions, part A and 7 questions, then the number of ways can the student choose 10 questions, right? Then I can write it as here at least 4. That means here if I choose 4, here I have to go for 6. Total 10 questions. If I choose 5, here we have to choose 5. If I choose here 6, here I have to need choose 4. So 6C4 into 7C6 or 6C5 into 7C5 or 6C6 into 7C4. Right? Now simplify. So what you are getting here, 6C4 is 15. Check it once again. 6C2, 6 into 5, 35 to 50. 7C6 is 7 plus 6C5, 6. 7C5, 21 plus 6C6, 1. 7C4, 7C3. 7C3 means what? 35. Right? So 105 plus 126 plus 35 comes as 231 plus 35, 266. So C is the right option. Anybody has given the C is the right option? Yes. Muhammad Asif is given. Charmila is given. Right, very good. Inchara is good, very good move. Right. Next question. Now, if the middle term of AP is 300, then the sum of its first 51 terms is what? So, last term is given, sum of first 51 terms. If the middle term is 300, so total 51. Out of 51, middle term equal to 300, which is 26th term. 300. 26 means what? A plus n minus 1 into d equal to 300. So A plus 25d equal to 300. Keep it as it is. He wants Sn equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. I want S51. 51 by 2 and 2a plus 50d. Take 2 common, 51 into a plus 25d. But a plus 25d is what? 300. Right. So 51 into 3 is 153. 2 zeros. Now it is the first option is the right option. Right? Next. So there are easy questions will be there. There are tricky questions will be there. There are average questions are there. But you should be able to solve. And if you once you know, it will not take 1 minute, more than 1 minute. There are some questions it will take more than 1 minute. There are some questions which will take less than 1 minute. Now you see this one, the equation of the straight line which passes through the point a cos cube theta, a sin cube theta, and perpendicular to x secant theta plus y secant theta equal to a. Perpendicular is said no. So perpendicular means what? You can verify the options no. So this option is rolled out because x equal to what? A cos cube theta and a sin cube theta rolled out. X cos theta plus y sin theta. This is also rolled out. And maybe between these two, cos power 4 theta minus sin power 4 theta, cos power 4 theta minus sin power 4 theta, also written as cos square theta minus sin square theta into cos square theta plus sin square theta, cos square theta plus sin square theta. Right? So this is cos 2 theta, right? So this is 1. So second option is the right option. Right? So somebody has given the right option for that. Yes. Lalit 548. Right? B option is given. Correct. Right. Next. You can verify the options like this. Now you see this one now. I don't have space. Okay, I'll try to insert somewhere. The midpoints of the sides of a triangle are given, then the centroid of the triangle, which is same. The midpoints of the sides of a triangle is same as the centroid of the bigger triangle, right? So I can do this problem here, no? Right? Now, I'll go for like this one. Something I'll do like this.
Sir, break time, sir.
What's that?
Break.
Okay, sir. Yeah, last, sir. 1 minute. Centroid. Centroid of this triangle is same as this one. So G equal to 1 plus 0 plus 2 by 3 and 5 plus 4 plus 3 by 3 and minus 1 minus 2 plus 4 by 3. Right? Your option is second option is the right option. So thank you, students. All the best. Do well for the exam. And what sir said, and you can give for that importance for the mock test. It will enhance your scoring, and it will you can rectify your where you are going to do the mistakes. You can minimize the mistakes more. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
Dear students, now 15 minutes break is going to be till 6:05. After break, you will be having biology class. As I said, there will be a test, mock test on 16th of May. We will send all the details in the group. And also we will mail you. The registration link will be sent. You need to register. Then only you are going to receive exam link, mock test link. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ನೋಂದಾಯಿಸಬೇಕು. ಹೆಸರು ನೋಂದಾಯಿಸಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ 16ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿಗೆ ಆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ಗೆ. ಅದು ಮನೆಯಿಂದನೇ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. Now there will be a break for 15 minutes. Please join right at 6:05.
Welcome to the School of Engineering at Daya Sagar University, main campus, Arohaldi, Kanakpura Road, Bangalore. A place that values research, innovation, and creativity. Our industry-aligned curriculum offers a blend of theoretical knowledge, practical experience, academic projects, and internships for a rewarding career in engineering. With an interdisciplinary approach, you can explore your interests by selecting open electives. The on-campus innovation labs, led by professors of practice, provide immersive learning and expertise to find the best solutions to real industry problems and give a different dimension to the students' mini and major academic projects. Our Center for Entrepreneurship supports startup opportunities and provides a perfect platform to launch your next big idea into successful ventures. We also prepare you for advanced studies in the latest futuristic technologies. Our BTech programs offer the perfect combination of academic rigor and functional experience in this ever-evolving technological landscape of the future. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment.
I wanted to know.
Daya Sagar University. Live the dream.
Can you share me or download it, that application? Yeah. 24th is going to be the test. You will receive all the details. 2 days before the test.
Sagar University's College of Allied Health Sciences in Harohaldi, Bangalore. We are changing the game in medical diagnostics and treatment. Our innovative program combines theoretical knowledge with hands-on clinical training at our 300-bed tertiary care hospital, soon to expand to 1,350 beds in 3 years. Our cutting-edge infrastructure includes an advanced skill lab and simulation center to prepare you for global healthcare challenges. Plus, with regular workshops and conferences, you stay up to date on industry trends. Our strong curriculum is aided by technological advancements, and you'll have opportunities for innovative research at our Central Research and Innovation Wing. Gain real-life experience with 1 year of industrial exposure. Experience academic excellence in a global environment at Daya Sagar University. Live the dream.
College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite to learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination, a quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity, a quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery. Every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. It's a college for education. What we live is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Inspiring future trailblazers today.
Nestled within the beautiful and peaceful setting of Daya Sagar University's Harohaldi campus is the prestigious College of Nursing, where you embark on a transformative journey as we flawlessly fuse academic expertise with practical skills through our advanced curriculum. Renowned for our focus on innovation and advancement, our experienced faculty members are at the forefront of the nursing field, constantly incorporating the latest advancements in technology and research into the curriculum. Our pioneering facilities, including simulation labs and clinical training rooms, provide an immersive, real-world healthcare environment. The Harohaldi campus is a modern and supportive community, complete with all necessary amenities, and provides the perfect, serene environment for students to focus on their studies and achieve their goals. Join our vibrant community and prepare for a successful career in nursing. At Daya Sagar University's Harohaldi campus, the College of Physiotherapy is dedicated to providing students with a top-notch education in the field. The curriculum is designed to give students a comprehensive understanding of the human body and its functions, along with experiential training in the latest physiotherapy techniques. What sets our department apart is our ultra-modern facilities, including sophisticated classrooms and clinical training rooms. Our students have access to the latest technology and equipment, allowing them to hone their skills and knowledge to the highest degree. The faculty at the College of Physiotherapy is comprised of experienced professionals who are dedicated to their students' success. With our modern amenities,
my classes
support community.
जी बोलिए
Daya
कुछ
Sagar
बोलिए
University's College of Physiotherapy
जी
is the ideal place for
मुझे जरा
aspiring
अभी 15
physiotherapists to
दिन
begin
मेरा
their
ऑनलाइन
journey.
है रात तक चल रहा है सर जी एक बार फ्री होने में मैं बात कर पाऊँ
Welcome to the School of Engineering at Daya Sagar University, main campus, Arohaldi, Kanakpura Road, Bangalore. A place that values research, innovation, and creativity. Our industry-aligned curriculum offers a blend of theoretical knowledge, practical experience, academic projects, and internships for a rewarding career in engineering. With an interdisciplinary approach, you can explore your interests by selecting open electives. The on-campus innovation labs, led by professors of practice, provide immersive learning and expertise to find the best solutions to real industry problems and give a different dimension to the students' mini and major academic projects. Our Center for Entrepreneurship supports startup opportunities and provides a perfect platform to launch your next big idea into successful ventures. We also prepare you for advanced studies in the latest futuristic technologies. Our BTech programs offer the perfect combination of academic rigor and functional experience in this ever-evolving technological landscape of the future. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Daya Sagar University. Live the dream.
Welcome back, students. Ask your friends to join back. Now you are going to have a biology class of Priyanka madam. I request Priyanka madam to share the screen and continue the class. Madam, students will be putting their queries in Q&A box.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
And sir, you have to allow me to share my screen.
Madam, allowed.
Hello. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope the screen is visible and my voice is clear, right?
Madam, screen is visible and you are audible.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, students. So today we are going to discuss about the CET 2020 paper. The complete paper we will discuss. So in that we are going to discuss first PUC as well as second, the complete syllabus we are going to see. We are going to revise the complete syllabus. So I have taken 2020 paper. So few questions you have already done yesterday. The few we are going to do it together, all together, right? So we'll start with the first question. Injection of an antidote against a snake bite is an example of autoimmunity, innate immunity, active immunity, passive immunity. So what is the answer for this? You have to let me know. So injections of an antidote against snake bite is an example of what kind of immunity? That is autoimmunity, innate immunity, active immunity, passive immunity. So what could be the answer? Right. So Sushmita and one more SSR has given D as an answer. Any more answers? Fine, we will see the answer here. Yes, that's the right answer. It is a passive immunity. How come it is passive? Let's see a little bit information regarding it. The immunity gained by an organism through vaccines or antidotes is known as passive immunity. So basically, immunity which is gained by the vaccines or an antidote is called as passive immunity. In this type of immunity, there will be no direct exposure to the pathogen. So we are not going to get exposed to the pathogen directly. So something will be ready-made here. So similar kind of the pathogen particle or something related to pathogen will be ready-made here that will be directly injected to the person so that he can build the immunity against that foreign agent. And in this example, they have taken the snake poison as a foreign agent. So when we inject the snake poison, so the body will take it as, or it will consider it as an antidote and will start producing the immunity. That kind of immunity, what we call it as passive immunity. So next question, certain tumors are called malignant because they are not neoplastic, they are confined to specific locations, they invade and damage surrounding tissues, they show contact inhibition. So why certain tumors are called malignant? So there are 4 statements. So you have to go through the statement and let me know what is the right answer. So certain tumors are called malignant because they are neoplastic, they are confined to specific locations, they invade and damage surrounding tissues, they show contact inhibition. So what could be the answer? So Apurva is telling it as B, Anvita is telling it as C. So yes, one more answer, I got it as C. C, okay. Okay, let's see. Most of you have told it as C. Let us see whether it is the right answer or not. Yes, C is the right answer. So few have told it as B as well. So why it is not B, why it is C? Let's see that information here. So what basically tumor or neoplasm is? It is an uncontrolled growth of cells. Uncontrolled growth of cells is what we call it as tumor or neoplasm. So they are considered, they are of 2 types, malignant. So usually these tumors are considered to be malignant or benign, right? So this tumor that are stagnant at one part of the body and they do not spread, they are called as benign tumors. So the tumors which stay in one location, they are called as benign tumors. And certain tumors invade and they will damage the surroundings. They are called as malignant tumors. So neoplasm or tumor sort of 2 types. One is benign tumor. Another one is malignant tumor. So benign tumor will be stagnant at one part of the body and they will not spread. Malignant, they will spread and they will damage the surrounding tissue. Right. So here, usually the certain tumors are called malignant. So why they are calling malignant? Because they invade and damage the surrounding tissue. That would be the right answer. So third question, the transport of which neurotransmitter is interfered by cocaine, correct? Yes. The transport of which neurotransmitter is interfered by cocaine? Dopamine, acetylcholine, serotonin, and GABA. Which is that neurotransmitter which is interfered by cocaine? So Driti says it as A. Okay, one more answer as A. Any other answers? Okay, somebody is telling it as B. Few have told it as A and somebody is telling is B. Let's see what is the right answer. The right answer is A. So let's see the reason again. Why it is not B, why A. So if you see dopamine, serotonin, acetylcholine and GABA, all these are various types of neurotransmitters which are present in the synaptic knobs of the neurons, right? Cocaine interferes with the transport of neurotransmitter, that is dopamine. So cocaine is the one, this is the drug which interferes with the dopamine mainly, where they will attach to the dopamine transmitter and doesn't allow the dopamine to cross through the molecular channels. So thereby the synapse will be lagging behind for sending the messages. So as long as cocaine occupies the transporter, dopamine cannot enter the neurons, whatever there is, or they will not cross the synapse. So thereby what it will happen, so it will stimulate it, so it causes some new some new kind of sense of euphoria, or it increases the energy. An excessive dosage of cocaine causes hallucination. So this is what happens when cocaine drug is taken, where it basically interferes with the neurotransmitter, that is dopamine. So A is the right answer. So in the life cycle of Plasmodium, fertilization takes place in liver cells, salivary glands of mosquito, RBCs of human, stomach of mosquito. What could be the answer here? In the life cycle of Plasmodium protozoan. So where exactly the fertilization takes place? Is it in the liver cells, salivary glands of mosquito, RBCs of human, or stomach of mosquito? What is the right answer? So yes, B, B, D, C. So you are a bit confused here. If you are telling it as B, if you are telling it as D and C, let's see the right answer. So it is D. D is the right answer. Why D is the right answer? Yes, this picture will help us to understand. So if you see the life cycle of Plasmodium, as and when the mosquito bites, the sporozoites which are present in the saliva of this mosquito, that is Plasmodium sporozoites, will be injected when they bite. So that will get inside the liver, that reaches the liver through blood, and in the liver they'll undergo asexual reproduction. In the liver cells, they will undergo asexual reproduction and they burst open, and these sporozoites will be released in the blood. So in the blood, these parasites, they will reproduce asexually in the RBC cells. So where during this stage, so the person who is infected with, he will have the symptoms like fever and all. That is a recurrent fever will be there. And later, as soon as the RBCs burst open, these again infects the further RBCs, where this enters the sexual stage, where gametes are produced. So the gametes are developed in the RBCs, where few gametes will develop as a female gametes and few will be the male gametes. So these two gametes will be there in the blood of the human. When the mosquito bites, when they suck their blood, so these gametes enters the female mosquito's salivary gland, and there the gametes fuses. Fertilization takes place inside the mosquito intestine, and then fertilization happens, and then again after the fertilization, the sporozoites are formed, which will migrate to the intestine and then to the salivary gland. Again, that will be infected to another person when the same mosquito bites a new human being, a healthy human being. So basically, the fertilization happens in the mosquito's intestine. So that is basically stomach of the mosquito. I hope this is clear. We'll go with the next question. White rust resistant variety of brassica is? White rust resistant variety of brassica is Pusa Komal, Pusa Sadabahar, Pusa Swarnim, and Pusa Shubra. which one is the right answer? Which is the variety which is resistant to white rust disease? So it is D, A, D, again A, C. So let us see the answer. C is the right answer. Anybody given? Yes, Dhriti has given C as the right answer. That is Pusa Swarnim. So why? So here is a list where you can see the list. So wheat, the variety is Himagiri. So where they are leaf and stripe rust, hill burnt disease, they are resistant to these. Brassica, where the variety is Pusa Swarnim, that is Karna Rai, they are resistant to white rust. So this is what is the question. So the answer is Pusa Swarnim is the one which is resistant to white rust. So the remaining, I hope Pusa Kumala is for a variety of cowpea and they are bacterial blight resistant. Pusa Sadabahar is chili variety and they are resistant to chili mosaic virus, tobacco mosaic virus and leaf curl. Pusa Subra is for that is Shura I had written. Pusa Subra is for cauliflower variety where they are resistant to black rot or pearl blight black rot disease. So as of according to the question, the answer will be Pusa Suvarnim, which is resistant to white rust disease. Which of the following plant tissue cannot be used as an explant in tissue culture? Is it collenchyma, meristem, parenchyma, and sclerenchyma? So which of these tissues cannot be used as an explant in tissue culture? Which of the plant tissue in this collenchyma, whether collenchyma can be used or not, meristems, parenchyma, sclerenchyma, among these four tissues, which is not used as an explant in tissue culture? Is D, E, and C, and D. So most of you have told D. Yes, it is the right answer. D. Sclerenchyma cannot be used as an explant in the tissue culture. So what is this explant? Basically, it is a piece of plant tissue or a part which is used in tissue culture for regeneration, right? So it is used to grow a new plant in the lab medium or the cultural medium. So where meristem, collenchyma, parenchyma are made up of living cells and they can be used as an explant for the regeneration, whereas sclerenchyma is a dead cells. So it cannot be used for regenerating a new plant or it cannot be used as an explant. Hence, the answer is sclerenchyma, right? So the hybridization between naturally incompatible plants like potato and tomato can be achieved through mutation breeding, artificial pollination, somatic hybridization, conventional breeding. So the hybridization between naturally incompatible plants like potato and tomato can be achieved through mutation breeding, artificial pollination, somatic hybridization, conventional breeding. What could be the right answer here? Yes, if you have told it as C, if you as B. Okay, A and D is also there. So you are confused with what kind of breeding it is. Let's see. So it is C, somatic breeding. So what, why? So let's see each and everything in detail. What is mutation breeding? What is artificial pollination? What is somatic hybridization? What is conventional breeding? All this. So mutation breeding is nothing but here the seed is exposed to radiation or chemicals in order to develop an improved mutant variant. So it can help to improve individual plant yield and resistant properties. So here mutation is done in the seed level itself where they are exposed to radiations and chemicals. Conventional breeding, the last one, what we see here is conventional breeding is the development of new variety of plants by using natural process. The traditional process such as selection, selecting the proper plants, breeding them to get high yield varieties. So since potato and tomato belong to two different species and thus cannot be hybridized through conventional method. Conventional method is meant for within the species, not between the different species. Then the artificial pollination is nothing but it is the pollination is done using a desired pollen grains. So we are intentionally finding out or artificially putting the pollen grains whichever we require, whichever the required characteristics are there, that kind of pollen grains are made to fertilize artificially. That is called artificial pollination. So since potato and tomato are incompatible, we cannot follow artificial pollination. Fusion of protoplasm of two different plant cells in order to produce a hybrid variety is called somatic hybridization. So here we are going to fuse the protoplasm. So protoplast can be of same or it can be of a different species. So here as potato and tomato belongs to different species, they are incompatible. Still, their protoplasts are fused in a medium called as a PEG, polyethylene glycol, and they got a different variety that is called as hybridized variety. Hence, somatic hybridization is the right answer, which helps in hybridizing potato and tomato. A chili plant was severely infected with chili mosaic virus. Identify the technique that helps us to raise virus-free plants in the next generation from the above virus infected plants. So there is a plant which is virus infected, basically, that is chili mosaic virus. And now we have to get the next generation which is virus free. So how we can do this? Hydroponics, artificial hybridization, meristem culture, self-pollination. So what could be the answer here? What method helps us to get a healthy variety for the next generation? Meristem culture. Okay, C. Yes, so most of you have told it as C. Yes, it is right answer C. Again, we will see in detail why. So coming to this, the cells which have the ability to divide and result in the growth of the plant are called as meristems. We all know this. And meristem is free from virus even though the plant is infected with virus. Why? Because they keep dividing. The division of meristematic cell is very faster than the rate of replication of virus. So we can see the meristematic cells with less differentiation. Hence, that is used to get a virus-free plant. So culturing those meristems would be a best option. So cultivation of plants without soil is called as hydroponics, which is in the water, nutrient-rich water. Then artificial pollination, just now I told you, that is self-pollination is nothing but transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the sigma of the same flower. And artificial hybridization is transfer of desired grains, pollen grains, using a pollination technique. That is what artificial pollination or hybridization says. So the main reason why meristematic culture is, as meristems, they divide very fast and there will be less differentiation. So we go with meristem culture in order to get virus-free plants. So in sewage treatment, secondary treatment is considered as highly significant because it increases the organic content of sewage. It helps to remove debris from the sewage. It reduces the BOD level of sewage. It helps in production of biogas. So in the secondary treatment, in the sewage treatment, secondary treatment is considered as highly significant. The reason? C. Yes, C. I'm getting the answer as C. Why it is highly significant? Because it increases the organic content of sewage, or it helps to remove debris of the sewage. It reduces the BOD level of sewage, and it helps in production of biogas. So most of you have given the answer as C. The right answer for this is C as well. Why? So we all know So I'll go in brief. So what happens in the secondary level? So what is BOD basically is biochemical oxygen demand. So that is the amount of oxygen that would be consumed to convert the organic matter in 1 liter of water that were oxidized by the bacteria. So if the BOD level is high, the water is said to be polluted. If the BOD level is high, the water is said to be polluted. That deposition of sewage water into the water bodies will have effect on this BOD. That is, BOD level has to be reduced. So hence, it reduces the BOD level of the sewage. That would be the right answer. 10th question, ruminant animals can digest cellulose in their food, whereas human beings are unable to do so. This is because methanogens are absent in human gut, methanogens are present in human gut. Cellulose is a complex sugar. Cellulose reduces the bulk of the food. So, what is the answer? Ruminant animals can digest cellulose in their food, whereas human beings are unable to do so. Why? Riti says it is A. Methanogens are absent in human gut. Any other answer? Right, it is A. Methanogens are absent in the human gut. So usually, these methanogens are the bacteria that produces methane during the breakdown of cellulose. That is, methanogens break down the cellulose to give out methane gas. So plants are major food consumed by ruminants, and cellulose is a polymer of glucose found in cell wall of plants. So the gut of ruminants will have methanogens, that is methanogen bacteria, that helps in the digestion of cellulose and produces methane. So as these methanogens are absent in human beings, that's the reason we are unable to digest the cellulose. From the given combination of steps in PCR, identify the enzyme-dependent step. Extension only, annealing and extension, annealing and denaturation, denaturation and extension. In which of these steps it is an enzyme-dependent step? Which step is enzyme-dependent step? I'm getting A, then B. Any other answers? Yes, A, B. There is a little bit confusion between A and B. So Sarvesh says it is C as well. Let's see. So it is A, extension only. So whoever has got confused, for them, just a little bit of information. Polymerase chain reaction, that is PCR, includes 3 steps: denaturation, annealing. The last step is extension or elongation. Denaturation, so the DNA strand will be unwound or unwinded, and the two strands will be separated, denatured, and they are separated. So the next is annealing process. In this, DNA primer will get attached to the DNA template. That is a complementary base pairing strand that will get attached. Then elongation, with the help of Taq polymerase or DNA polymerase enzyme, the nucleotides addition will happen. The addition of nucleotides will happen. Here we need the enzyme, that is Taq polymerase enzyme. Until then, the enzyme is not required. The basic enzyme involved step is extension step, or it is also called as elongation step. So next question, biolistic method is suitable for gene transfer into dash, a plant cell, virus, animal cell, bacteria. So biolistic method is suitable for gene transfer into plant cell, animal cell, virus, bacteria. To in which cell biolistic method will be useful? answers. So A, plant cell, D, A. So you're telling it as plant cell. So let's see whether it is plant cell or not. Yes, it is plant cell. Biolistic method is suitable for gene transfer into plant cell. Then why not bacteria, animals, and that one? So this happens, what it basically happens here is transfer of genes in rDNA technology. During the transfer of genes in rDNA technology, the gene is modified, and it has to be taken by the host cell. So many methods are used for this modified genes to be transferred. So one such method is biolistic or gene gun method. It is also called as gene gun method, that is meant for plant cell. So in this, what happens, tiny metal balls like micro particles of gold and tungsten are coated with the recombinant gene, and they are propelled into the plant cell with high velocity, where they will go and get attached or injected into the plant body, thereby utilizing that technique to introduce a gene into it. So you have to identify the labels here, the labeled M and N. This is an agarose gel electrophoresis, where you have to see what is it, M and N. So what is M, what is N? The labeled part you have to let me know. So whether it is the smallest DNA band, the N is largest DNA band, the digested DNA bands or undigested DNA bands, hybridized DNA bands, unhybridized DNA bands, largest DNA bands, smallest DNA bands. What will be the answer? Riti has told it as B. Anything else? Okay, D. Okay, right. Let's see. Yes, it is D answer. So in the given diagram, what is it? Basically, it is a gel electrophoresis technique. Right? It is used to separate DNA fragments based upon their size. So DNA fragments that are larger in size, they will travel a shorter distance, and DNA fragments which are shorter in size, they will travel a longer distance. They will occupy the longer distance. So as they are influenced by the electric field, hence M represents the largest DNA band and N represents the smallest DNA band here. So hence the answer D. So the next question, in RNA interphase, the dsRNA molecule prevents amino acetylation, transcription of mRNA, transport of RNA from the nucleus to the cytoplasm, translation of RNA. So in RNA interphase, the dsRNA molecule prevents what? It prevents amino acylation, transcription of mRNA, transport of RNA from the nucleus to the cytoplasm, or translation of mRNA. Where exactly it is involved in? It is D, B, T. So let's see. Yes, it is D. D is the right answer again. So what exactly happening here is the translation is the process of synthesizing polypeptides by polymerization of amino acids, right? So during translation process, we are going to get a polypeptide of amino acids. That is, the information will be in the mRNA, messenger RNA, and the tRNA is the one which brings the adapter molecules, and amino acetylation happens. So tRNA carry amino acid to the site of protein synthesis. mRNA transports or will be transported to ribosomes through a highly organized enzyme-mediated process. Then RNA interference is a process by which complementary double-stranded RNA is formed in order to silence mRNA. In order to silence the messenger RNA, so this process will be taking place where double-stranded RNA will be produced with the help of a complementary strand or with the help of a RNA strand. So this prevents mRNA from further translating into a protein, as double-stranded RNA molecule cannot be translated. So in order to stop the translation process, so RNA interface process will happen. Right, so here translation of mRNA. So here in RNA interface, the dsRNA molecule prevents translation of mRNA. So nowadays, the early diagnosis of bacterial or viral infection in humans is possible using CT scan, serum analyzer, DNA sequencer, PCR. So nowadays, diagnosis of bacteria or viral infection in humans is possible using which kind of thing here? CT scan or serum analyzer, DNA sequencer, or PCR. Which one? Answers A, D. Okay. Most of you have told D. Somebody has told A. So let's see what is it. D is the right answer. That is PCR. So now what is it? So just now we discussed about PCR. So it is nothing but a polymerase chain reaction. It is a technique in which the DNA is amplified. So small amount of DNA is taken and can be amplified in the PCR. So the pathogens that are difficult to culture in vitro or require a longer time to culture, they can be easily traced with this technique. So this method helps to diagnose the bacterial or viral infection in humans. So what is serum analyzer then? Serum analyzer is used to analyze the components of blood serum. Generally, these tests are not as accurate as PCR. They are generally done, or they are the general diagnosis technique which analyzes the blood serum. So then CT scan, that is computed tomography scan, is a medical imaging. So using the computer processed technique. So here we are going to observe the cross-sectional image of tissues or organs without cutting it basically. And DNA sequencer is a scientific device used to sequence DNA. So which of the following features of plant is not helpful in adapting desert life? Absence of trichomes on the leaf surface, presence of thick cuticle on the leaf surface, leaves modified into spines, presence of sunken stomata. Which feature is not helpful in desert adaptation? So which feature is not adapted by desert plants? Everyone says A. Yes, it is the easy answer. A is the right answer. So desert environment usually will have less availability of water. So what these desert plants do, they'll modify themselves in order to avoid the loss of water. So what they will do, they will have a thick cuticle on the leaves. So where usually the leaves will be modified into spines, stomata will be sunken, and there will be a small hair-like structure present on the epidermis. And to defend the insect and protection against transpiration and high heat, these trichomes modify to function as glands to secrete certain oils and resins. Hence, their absence is not helpful in adapting desert life. So, presence of thick cuticle, leaves modified into spines, presence of sunken stomata, all these are the characteristic of a desert plant. Trichomes on the leaf surface, absence of the trichomes on the leaf surface is not taken because the presence, it should be present in the desert plant in order to function certain glands. So the next question here is, so in the following equation of Van Hertz per logistic growth, the letter R denotes what? So the letter R denotes what? Population density, extrinsic rate of natural increase, intrinsic rate of natural increase, carrying capacity. What is R signifies, or what does R denotes in the given equation? So C, which says intrinsic rate of natural increase. Let's see. Yes, it is. So what happens basically in the given equation is the N represents the population density at time T. K is nothing but the maximum number of organisms that can be supported by habitat without environmental degradation. Usually we call it as carrying capacity K. R means the number of birth rates minus the number of death rate. So in the population, that is called as intrinsic rate of natural increase. So that is what R represents. So the shape of the pyramid reflects the growth status of a population. So here you can see the pyramid. So this pyramid reflects the growth status of a population. Is it declining kind, ascending, expanding, stable? What kind of pyramid is this? So declining. So let's see. Yes, it is declining. So what exactly is declining? If the number of organisms in the pre-reproductive age is less than that of the reproductive age, the population is said to be declining. If there are equal number of organisms in the reproductive and pre-reproductive age, it is called stable. If both the thing it is equal, it is called stable. If the number of organisms in pre-reproductive age is more than the reproductive age, it is called expanding. So here it is declining. So the whatever the number of organisms are there in the pre-reproductive age is less than the reproductive age, hence it is declining. So here you can see this is expanding, this is stable, and this is declining. Expanding here, if you see, pre-reproductive age population is more than the reproductive age, and stable. So both reproductive and pre-reproductive both are of same number, and declining, if you see, the pre-reproductive age is less than the reproductive age, hence it is declining. I hope it is clear. So identify the possible link. That is, there is a link here, M, in the following food chain. So you have to identify what comes in this link. Theopis, rabbit, wolf, frog. What comes in the part M in the given food chain? So frog comes over there. Somebody has told D. Anyway, it is a very easy answer. I hope you can remember it very easily. So yes, it is D. So if you see here, the primary consumer is the one insect which consumes the plant. Correct. Plant is a producer. The primary consumer is an insect which consumes plant. So these insects are eaten up by the secondary consumer. They are nothing but the frog. So hence, later these frogs are eaten up by the snakes, and further the snakes are eaten up by the eagle. So here wolf and snakes are called as tertiary consumers. Secondary consumer, as we know, it is eaten up by the tertiary. So here snake is eaten up by the eagle further. So if you can see, Ichthyopus can feed on this small snake as well. So Ichthyopus comes under tertiary consumer. Rabbit comes under primary consumer. Wolf also secondary. Frog is the one which is the primary, secondary consumer here. So that is Frog will be the right answer. The organism which invade a bare area to initiate an ecological succession are known as the organism which invade a bare area, a new area to initiate ecological succession. They are known as pioneer species, keystone species, climatic species, endemic species. What is it? Yes, it is right, pioneer species. So the organism which invade a bare area to initiate an ecological succession, we call it as pioneer species. Then what is keystone, climatic and endemic? Let's see that also. So if those species that have a large impact over environment compared to its abundance, they are called as keystone species. Then without the members of this keystone species, ecosystem would either cease or exit and would become very different. So the species that are limited or confined to a particular area, we call it as endemic species. Okay, so among this, our question is the organism which invade a bare area. So to initiate an ecological succession, they are called as pioneer species. Which one of the following is not included under in situ conservation? Biosphere reserve, national park, sanctuary, botanical garden. What is not included under in situ conservation? Answers. A, B, anything else? Okay, let's see. D is the right answer. Whoever has given the D is it as the right answer. That is botanical garden. So what is it? Let's see. Conservation of organisms in the natural habitat is called as in situ conservation. Okay. So ex situ conservation is a type of conservation in which the animals and plants are taken out from their natural habitat and placed in a man-made area. It's a special area which is not naturally done. It is a man-made area. So botanical garden, here the plants are grown not naturally because we have done it. We have grown it on our own. That is called as ex situ conservation. So here, which one of the following is not included under in situ bio? That is botanical garden. All these three are in situ conservation. Only botanical garden is the ex situ conservation. So the next question, which one of the following is a wrong statement? So you have to find out the wrong statement. So what is it? Ozone in the upper part of the atmosphere is harmful to animals. Most of the forests have been lost in tropical areas. Greenhouse effect is a natural phenomenon, and eutrophication is a natural phenomenon in fresh lakes. So which one is the right statement here? Sorry, wrong statement here. Which statement is wrong? I can see the answer. Triti is telling us A. Vidya is telling us A. Yeah. So most of you are with A. Yes, I do agree it as A because ozone is the upper part of the atmosphere which protects the animal from UV radiation. That is ultraviolet radiation, which is coming from the sun. It has been that those radiations will be absorbed by the ozone layer and shields us and protects us from these harmful radiation. Right. So hence that is the wrong statement. All other statements are true according to the given question. According to Supreme Court of India, ruling with respect to Bharat Stage 6 norms, from which date they are supposed to be implemented in the country. according to Supreme Court of India, ruling with respect to Bharat Stage 6 norms, from which date they are supposed to be implemented in India or in the country. So I hope you remember this. Only one answer I can see. It is yes, B is the right answer. So what basically is this? There are a set of norms laid down by the government, which has to be followed by the every automobile industries in order to control the air pollution. So currently we adhere to the Bharat Stage 6 norms, BS6 norms vehicles. So where the vehicles will be released based upon these norms. So this norm was effective from 1st April 2020. B. So that is in order to control the air pollution. So they have to follow some norm when they are releasing a new set of vehicles. That has been effective from 1st April 2020. Now match the following classes of fungi with the examples. So column 1 says the classes of fungi. The column 2 says their examples. You have to match the correct one with it. Column 1 is Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, Deuteromycetes. Column 2 is Penicillium, Alternaria, Albugo, and Fucini. So which class or to which class the given example belongs to? So read out, check the column properly and let me know the answer. Sorry, the numbers are here same. It has to be 2, 3, and 4. So what is the answer here? Anybody has matched? So it is A, they say. So yes, A is the right answer. That is Phycomycetes. Example is Albugo, Ascomycetes, Penicillium, then Basidiomycetes, Picinia, and Deuteromycetes. It is Alternaria. So that will be the right answer. So you have to observe the following simplified scheme and choose the correct option that matches the letters given in the boxes. So there are boxes given here in the picture. So you see the picture here, there are the letters given in the boxes, that is P, Q, R, S. So you have to match the correct name based upon their sequence. What is P, what is Q, what is R, and what is S. So observe the picture properly. It is under the division vertebra. So vertebrata, under the division of vertebrata, it gets divided into two parts. One which lacks the jaw, one which bears the jaw. Under this, the jaw bearing group, that is superclass, we have two classes, one which bear fins, one which bear limbs. So you have to find out what will be the answer here. A, B, A, then okay, let's see. The answer B is the right answer. It is Agnata, then Gnatosomata, then Pisces, and Tetrapoda. So where P is Agnata, then Q is Gnatostomata, R is Pisces, and S is Tetrapoda. So vertebrate that lacks jaw are known as Agnata. So and those vertebrates with jaws are called as Gnatostomata. The Gnathostomata is divided into two superclasses based upon their limbs for the locomotion. So if they have limbs for locomotion, they are called as tetrapods. If they have fins for locomotion, they are called as spices. Spices are the aquatic, whereas tetrapods are the terrestrial one. I hope it is clear. We will go for the next. Identify the floral unit I in the given floral diagram. So you have to identify only this part. What is it? It is perianth, sepal, petal, tepals. What is it? Given A, D, E, D is the answer for this. Yes, so let's see whether it is A or D. D is D. What? Why? Let's see here. So in the floral diagram, whatever is given here, so usually the parts of the flower will be the calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Right. So these whorls will be drawn in the successive way. The outermost part of the flower consists of calyx and corolla. So here, if you see the condition here, the calyx and corolla, they are joined, right? So this is calyx and corolla. They are joined with one another. When they are joined, it is called as perianth condition. Perianth is a condition where there will be no distinct sepals or petals, right? So they are called tepals here. And here, whatever the I is there, as you can see, there is no difference between the calyx and corolla. They are called as tepals, and the condition is called as the condition is perianth condition is there will be no distinction between sepals and petals. But here in the floral diagram, the unit which is marked is tepals. Okay, so the whatever the unit here is called as tepals here. It's not the condition, it is the tepals. So the next, a student observes grass and hibiscus plant in his garden during noon. To his surprise, only the leaves of grass were found rolled inwards. The reason would be due to higher rate of transpiration, presence of more number of stomata on the grass leaves, undifferentiated mesophyll in grass leaves, presence of bulliform cells in the grass leaves. What's the answer here? A student observes grass and hibiscus plant during the noon time, that is afternoon. So he sees that the grasses of the leaves are rolled inwards. So what could be the reason why they have rolled inwards? So you're telling answer D would be the right answer, that is presence of bulliform cells in the grass. Yes, that is right. So what happens usually here is, so if you see, grass is monocotyledonous and hibiscus is dicotyledonous. So bulliform cells is a characteristic feature of monocot leaves. So in the monocot leaves only, the bulliform cells will be there in the epidermal region. So this bulliform cells, what they do is they absorb water and they become turgid. Okay, so when the leaves get exposed, when they are flaccid due to water stress, they make the leaves curl inwards to minimize the water loss. So if you see in the epidermal region of the grass, there will be bulliform cells which will be turgid when they absorb water. Okay, when they lose the water, when the leaf get exposed, they lose the water and they will be under water stress. During this, what happens to minimize the water loss? So they will curl inwards. So this grass part will curl inwards. That is basically due to this bulliform cells. In the below diagram, you see there is some connections shown. Correct. So which connects the peripheral microtubules to the central sheath? The given diagram, identify the part which connects the peripheral microtubules to the central sheath. Radial spoke, plasma membrane, interdoublet bridges, and central microtubule. What is the answer? So what is the answer here? A. Let's see. Yes, it is the radial spoke. So in the given diagram, if you see, there are 9 plus 2 fashion. The microtubules are arranged in the 9 plus 2 fashion. So there are 9 doublets of microtubules. These are called doublet microtubules. I hope you remember. 2 microtubules in the center are called as central microtubules. The doublet microtubules are called as radial spokes. So they are connected by a sheath called radial proteinaceous column, or they are called as radial spokes. Okay, so this is what the interconnection has happened, and that is what is called radial spokes. The element whose percentage weight is highest in both earth crust and the human body is calcium, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen. Which element can be seen as the highest percentage in earth crust and human body? This says it is oxygen. Think and tell the highest percentage in the earth crust and human body both. Okay, let's see the answer. It is D. So let's see this table. Let's read out this table. So hydrogen in the earth crust, it is 0.14%, and human body 0.5. So carbon, it is 0.03 and 18.5 in human body. Oxygen, it is 46.6 and 65 in the human body. Nitrogen is very little in the earth crust, 3.3 in the human body. Sulfur, 0.03 and 0.3. Sodium, 2.8 and 0.2. Calcium, 3.6 and 1.5. Magnesium, 2.1 and 1. Silicon, 27.7, and it is very negligible in the human body. So according to the above, whatever table we are seeing here, the oxygen is the element which is more abundant in the human body than in the earth crust. So D is the right answer. Identify the event in meiosis mediated by enzyme recombinase. Interkinases, synaptic pairing, terminalization, crossing over. So in which event of meiosis is mediated by the enzyme recombinase? So where exactly you can see the enzyme recombinase? Anyone? D, A, D, A. Okay. So it is D. During the crossing over, we need the enzyme recombinase. What is it? Between meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, the phase where the cell rests, what we call it as interkinase or interphase 2. So during the phase, prophase 1 of meiosis 1, the homologous chromosome crossover and the recombination of genes occur. So this process requires an enzyme recombinase. So this occurs in the Paquetin stage of prophase 1 and termination of chiasmata in the final stage of meiotic prophase 1, in which displacement of chiasmata to the ends of the chromosome occurs. So the chromosomes are fully condensed and the meiotic spindle fibers assemble to prepare homologous chromosomes for separation, that is terminalization process. And the synapse refers to, that is crossing over, refers to the attachment of attachment or pairing of homologous chromosomes in the zygotine stage, that is prophase 1 of meiosis. So altogether here, the recombinase enzyme is required in the prophase 1 of meiosis 1 during the process. So that is during the crossing over process. Identify the deficiency of which element interrupts photolysis of water during photosynthesis. So which element interferes the photolysis of water during photosynthesis? NNP, that is nitrogen and phosphorus, manganese and chlorine, zinc and copper, calcium and potassium. So which one interferes in the photolysis during photosynthesis? So yes. So let's see it. You are telling it as B and D. Let's see. Yes, it is B answer. That is manganese and chlorine. The manganese and chlorine are essential for photolysis of water during photosynthesis. Okay, calcium is associated with the growth of the plant. That is by the meristematic differentiation. What happens is due to calcium, presence of calcium. Potassium helps in the cation-anion balance in the cell, and it is also involved in closing and opening of the stomata, activation of certain enzymes and all. Zinc and copper is involved in maintaining the metabolism. That is, zinc activates various enzymes and it is used in synthesis of auxins. Copper is involved in redox reactions. So nitrogen and phosphorus, they are required for overall development of the plant and the major constituent of many biomolecules inside. So basically, we require manganese and chlorine. That is the one which interrupts the photolysis of water during photosynthesis. In C4 plants, C3 cycle takes place in the bundle sheath cells, mesophyll cells, bulliform cells, companion cells. So what is it? Where exactly the C3 cycle takes place in the C4 plants? Okay, so it is in the bundle sheath, you're telling? Yes, it is in the bundle sheath cells. So what basically is cells surrounding the vascular bundles are called as bundle sheath cells, correct? So these cells are present on both sides of the epidermis, that is upper and lower epidermis, and they are called as mesophyll cells. So usually in C4 plants, what happens? Fixation of carbon happens in this mesophyll cell, whereas C3 cycle, that is Kelvin cycle, occurs in the bundle sheath. So this way, the C4 plants are able to reduce the water loss during transpiration. So hence C3 occurs in bundle sheath. So here you can see the diagrammatic representation of C4 cycle. So this is the mesophyll cells and this is the bundle sheath cells. So usually the carbon dioxide enters in through the mesophyll cells, but the exact the cycle, C3 cycle happens inside the bundle sheath, right? So hence the bundle sheath is the right answer. So during the citric acid cycle, the various organic acids undergo decarboxylation. Which of the following acids of the above cycle have 4C, 5C and 6C respectively? Pyruvic acid, alpha ketogluteric acid and citric acid, oxalic acetic acid, that is oxaloacetic acid, citric acid and succinic acid. Succinic acid, alpha ketogluteric acid and citric acid. Pyruvic acid, malic acid and alpha ketogluteric acid. So which organic acids are 4C, 5C and 6C? Which one? So it's a D, A, okay, still in the confusion. It's a C, that is succinic acid, alpha ketogluteric acid, and citric acid. So let's see why. So if you can see here the picture, So during the citric acid cycle, various organic acids undergo decarboxylation. So which of the following organic acids have 4C, 5C and 6C respectively? If you see, 6C is citric acid, 5C is alpha ketoglutaric acid, and 4C will be succinic acid. Right? Further, it maintains the same 4C, but initial 4C happens in the succinic acid. So citric acid, alpha ketoglutaric acid, succinic acid is the right answer. So consider the following statement. There are 4 statements given below. You have to select the correct option regarding photosynthesis and respiration in plants. Ribisco has a high affinity of oxygen in low carbon dioxide concentration. The Kelvin pathway occurs in the chloroplast of bundle sheath cells of C4 plants. Yeast poisons them when the concentration of alcohol reaches 7%. Oxygen is a final hydrogen acceptor during aerobic respiration. So which statement is correct, which statement is wrong is what you have to find out. Read the question properly once again and let me know the answer. Which statements are right and which statement is wrong. So Harsha is telling D. That is 1 and 3 are correct. 2 is wrong. Any other answers for this? No, it is A. A is the right answer. That is statement 1 and 4 are correct and 3 is wrong. Let's see what. Ribisco is an enzyme that acts as an oxygenase in low carbon dioxide concentration. So what happens exactly? It acts as a carboxylase enzyme, and Ribisco binds oxygen at high temperature and low carbon dioxide content. Right, so it binds with carbon dioxide at low temperature and high carbon dioxide oxygen ratio, that is CO2-O2 ratio. So yeast poisons themselves when the alcohol reaches around 13%, not 7%. Oxygen is the final hydrogen ion and electron acceptor. The oxygen combines with hydrogen ion and electron to form water. So what basically is your 1 and 4, this and this, these two are the right statement and 2 and 3 will be the wrong statement. So you have to match the column 1 with column 2 here. Column 1 gives you, sorry, this is your column 1 and this is your column 2. Column 1 tells you regarding the various digestive glands and column 2 will give you the enzyme. So you have to match the correct gland with their enzyme. So you're telling it as A, B, D, A, C. Let's see. Yes, C is the right answer. That is pancreas. They will secrete what? Pancreas will secrete your trypsin. Gastric gland secretes enterokinase. Then small intestine, you will have pepsin in them. And salivary gland, thymus. So answer C will be the right answer. So one more thing is given. So there are different kinds of leukocytes here. So there are different kinds of leukocytes and the presence of their or the percentage of occurrence is given in column 2. You have to match column 1 with column 2. So you have to correctly match column 1 with column 2. Column 1 says different kinds of leukocytes. Column 2 says the percentage of occurrence. So you have to match their occurrence with the correct leukocytes, that is WBCs. So Dhriti says it is A again. So let's check for the answer. It is A. That is your neutrophil will be present in terms of 60 to 65%. Correct. And this one, what is this? Your lymphocytes will be present 20 to 25%. Then monocytes will be present as what is it? Monocytes will be present in terms of 6 to 8. Then, sorry, monocyte is here. Monocyte will be present as 6 to 8%. Basophil will be present as 0.5 to 1%. And eosinophil will be present 2 to 3%. So answer A is the right one. In which part of the human brain corpora quadrigemina is located? Corpora quadrigemina is present. In which part of the cerebral hemisphere or human brain this is present? Is it in the cerebral hemisphere, forebrain, hindbrain, midbrain? In which part do this corpora quadrigemina is present? So let's see. Answer is midbrain, D. So the cerebrum is made up of two hemispheres, as we know that they are called as cerebral hemispheres. And this brain is divided into three parts: forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Forebrain constitutes cerebrum, thalamus, and hypothalamus. Midbrain constitutes corpora quadrigemina, which contains reflex centers that involves eye movement and auditory responses. And hindbrain constitute pons, medulla, and cerebellum. A girl, after attaining sexual maturity, shows the development of growing ovarian follicles, development of mammary glands, and high pitch of voice. These changes are attributed to dash hormones: androgens, melatonin, estrogens, and progesterones. So is it C? C. I'm getting the answer as C. Let's find out. Yes, it is C, that is estrogen. So estrogens are the female sex hormones produced by the ovary. So it acts on the stimulation of growth, activities of female secondary sex organs, the development of ovarian follicles, mammary glands, high pitch voice. All these are taken care by the hormone estrogen. Androgens are the male sex hormones which are responsible for secondary sexual character in male. Melatonin is a hormone released by the pineal gland. It helps in circadian rhythm, that is variation following 24-hour cycle of our body, that is sleep-wake cycle we say. Progesterone is a hormone released by corpus luteum, which is responsible for maintaining the pregnancy. So estrogen is the main hormone involved in the development of secondary sexual character. In apple, the chromosome number of gametes is 17. What is the chromosome number in its primary endosperm nucleus? So in the apple, the chromosome number of gametes is 17. What is the chromosome number in its primary endosperm nucleus? 51, 34, 68, 70. So you're telling 51. Yes, it is 51. So apple is an angiospermic plant and the gametes are haploid cells And as we know, the primary endosperm nucleus is a triploid one. So if the number of chromosomes in the gamete is 17, in the pen, that is primary endosperm nucleus, it will be thrice, 3 times. So 17. So you have to identify the vegetative propagule M here. So this part, what is it? Runner, bulbil, offset, rhizome. What is it? So what is it? What is 40th answer? Shruti says A. Any other answers? So it is an offset. It is not the runner. It is offset. So what exactly? Each and everything. Let's see here. Runner is a long, thin stem that usually grows horizontally along the ground and produces roots and shoots. So usually you can see that in oxalis, cynodon, or lawn grass, etc. So offsets are similar to runners. They grow horizontally, and here also horizontal stems. They grow on the ground horizontally. They give rise to roots and vertical branches at the nodal region. Okay, at the nodal region only you can see, and there will be the internode will be long runners. There will be nothing in between. So examples is Eichhornia, and that is what you can see here, and this is what is the offset we see. And coming to bulbil is seen in the agave, and the rhizome, sometimes they may be horizontal, oblique, or upright stems that grow inside the ground, or they grow underground, and the stem is differentiated into nodes and internodes. Example is the ginger one. So here whatever we see is the offset. So during an excavation of soil, pollen fossils were retrieved from the deepest layer of the soil. The pollen grains remained as fossils because pollen grains are sexually reproductive structures. The intine of pollen grain is made up of pectin. Exine has spiny ornamentation. The exine of pollen grain is highly resistant to enzymatic action. Yes. So you are telling D as answer. Let's see. Yes, D is the right answer. So if you say, if you take a pollen grain, it is consist of 2 layers. The inner layer is called as intine and the outer layer is called as exine. So the exine will be chemically inert. They are chemically inert because sporopollenin is the one which is present in it. These are the organic, these are resistant. These are more resistant organic material. These are present in the exine layer. And due to this, the pollen grains do not get destroyed by any external conditions or any enzymatic activity. So pollen grains can remain as fossils due to the exine of pollen grains which are resistant to enzymatic action. So you have to find out the mismatch here. You have to identify the mismatch here. Primary endosperm nucleus, triploid, antipodal, haploid, zygote, diploid, synergist, diploid. So which is the mismatch here? You have to identify the mismatch here. So what is the answer? D. Okay, synergid is diploid. Is the right and the wrong it's a mismatched pair. Yes, it is right. So if you take this primary endosperm nucleus, here what happens? The nucleus formed by the fusion of male gamete with the 2 nuclei of central cell. Okay, so when they combine, they become triploid in nature. That's why it is called triple fusion. And zygote formed by the fusion of haploid male and female gamete, that is diploid in nature. Usually zygote is diploid in nature. And during the embryo sac formation, the haploid cell forms the antipodal cells and synergids, not the diploid one. So synergids are haploid as well. So you have to identify the correct order of events in the pollen pistil interaction from the options given below. The release of male gametes in the embryo sac, deposition of pollen grain on stigma, entry of pollen tube into the embryo sac, development of pollen tube, entry of pollen tube into the ovule. So what could be the correct sequence of events during the pollen pistil formation or pollen pistil interaction? 43rd question. So just find out the events in sequence. You have to tell the events in sequence. What happens first? Which event happens first and later then the next? What? So Pavitra says it is D. Apurva says B. So shall we see the answer? It is not D, not B, it is C. What happens here? First, transfer of pollen from the anther to the stigma happens. That is called pollination. Correct. Once the pollen grains are deposited on the stigma, the vegetative cells give rise to pollen tube. So here, first what happens? Deposition of pollen grains on the stigma happens. Then what happens? The pollen tube then enters. So pollen tube formation takes place, which enters into the embryo sac. Right. Then the generative cells divides and give rise to male gametes. The generative cell, the male gametes, basically they are released into the embryo sac, and these gametes travel through the pollen tube and enter into the embryo sac. That's what we saw. So the correct sequence is this. So later the development, so okay, the entry of pollen tube. So basically what happens? Deposition of pollen grains, then the development of pollen tube, correct? Then happens the entry of pollen tube into the ovule, then happens the entry of pollen tube into the embryo sac, and finally the release of gametes into the embryo sac. So C will be the right answer. So again, you have to see here column 1 with column 2. This is column 1, this is column 2. So you have to match column 1 with column 2. This is regarding organogenesis during fetal formation. That is first month, second month, fifth month, and sixth month. So in the column 2, separation of eyelids, hairs on the head, heart, limbs, and digits. So in which month you can see the formation of these things? So 44th, you have to match column 1 with column 2. What can be seen in the first month, second month, fifth month, and sixth month during the fetal formation or during the gestation period? So the organogenesis happens during the gestational period. What comes first, or what is seen in the first month, second month, fifth month, and sixth month? So Dhriti says A, Purva says B. The answer is A. So what is it basically? So during the first month, what you can see, the formation of heart. The second month, you can see the limbs and digit formation. Fifth month, you can see the hairs on the head, and the sixth month, you can see the separation of eyelids. So this is what is regarding organogenesis. When the fallopian tube is blocked at the ampullary region, the ovum fails to move from infundibulum to isthmus, isthmus to infundibulum, ovary to ampulla, then isthmus to uterus. So what happens if the fallopian tube is blocked in the ampullary region? how the ovum or where the ovum fails to transform. It is infundibulum to isthmus or isthmus to infundibulum, ovary to ampulla, and isthmus to uterus. So answer is A, that is infundibulum to isthmus. So what happens if you see a fallopian tube is divided into three parts: infundibulum, ampulla, and isthmus. The funnel-shaped region of the fallopian tube, which is closer to the ovary. So if you say ovary, here you can see. So this region is called as, sorry. So this funnel-shaped structure, what we call it as infundibulum, this is the ampullary region, and the region which connects to the uterus is called as isthmus region. So here you can see the uterus. Right, so the region between the infundibulum and isthmus is this is the ampullary region. Correct. So the ovum moves from infundibulum to isthmus through ampullary region. Right, so ovum comes from here, moves from infundibulum through ampulla and reaches isthmus. If ampulla is blocked, it cannot move from infundibulum to isthmus. So hence A is the right answer. So you have to identify the cells, representation of cells here as PQRS. The schematic representation of oogenesis is given here. This is a schematic representation of oogenesis. So find out the correct options of PQRS. So what is the answer? Just see the picture, you will be able to find out. It is the process of oogenesis, and you have to name what is PQRS in this. Somebody has given A. Yes, Riti, it is the right answer. So in every girl child, the oogonium multiplies by mitosis in the fetal stage itself. That is, this is oogonium. Okay, after the girl attains the puberty, the primary oocyte, so the oogonium undergoes mitosis to form the primary oocyte that undergoes first meiotic division to produce a larger secondary oocyte, that is this. So this is the primary oocyte, and this is the larger secondary oocyte and the smaller polar body. So this secondary oocyte then gets converted into the Graafian follicle or the ovum, we say. So basically, this is oogonia, primary oocyte, secondary oocyte, and ovum. That will be the right answer. That is A. So which of the following contraceptives would be effective in avoiding pregnancy if used within 72 hours after casual unprotected intercourse? Progesterone estrogen combination, androgen FSH combination, testosterone relaxin combination, relaxin oxytocin combination. Which combination helps to avoid pregnancy if it is used within 72 hours of casual intercourse or an unprotected intercourse? So it is said A, D, A. Okay. Yes, it is A, that is progesterone estrogen combination. It prevents ovulation. It changes the uterus lining and thereby preventing implantation. So if it is given within 72 hours of coitus, so there it will be effective contraceptive method. So relaxin helps in the process of relaxing the pelvis and widening the cervix during parturition, during the giving birth. During the birth of a baby, relaxin is giving so that it can relax the pelvis and helps in widening of the cervix. Androgen is a male sex hormone responsible for secondary sexual character. FSH is a hormone released by pituitary gland. It helps in follicle growth in the ovary in the females. and it also regulates spermatogenesis. Oxytocin is a hormone released by pituitary gland responsible for contraction of uterus during parturition. So 48th question, choose a correct statement regarding GIFT, that is gamete intrafallopian tube transfer procedure. What happens here? Ova are collected from a female donor and are transferred to the uterus of recipient. Ova collected from a female donor are transferred to the fallopian tube to facilitate zygote formation in the recipient. Zygote is collected from the female donor and transferred to the fallopian tube of recipient. Zygote is collected from the female donor and transferred to the uterus of the recipient. Which is the correct statement regarding GIFT? Gamete intrafallopian tube transfer. Which is the correct statement regarding GIFT here? Riti says it is B. Any other answers? B. Riti is in B. Okay. It is B. Any other answer? Yes, so it is B. So what happens in the GIFT? So the gamete is collected from the female donor and is transferred into the fallopian tube. And at the ampullary isthmus junction of the fallopian tube, fertilization occurs naturally. So if the embryo with more than 8 blastomere is transferred to the uterus of the mother or the surrogate mother, it is called intrauterine transfer. And if the zygote up to the 8 blastomere level, if it is transferred to the fallopian tube, then it is called ZIFT. Okay, so the correct answer here is B. Ova is collected and then transferred into the fallopian tube. That's why it is called GIFT. Which of the following characters was not studied by Mendel in his pea plant experiment? So if you remember Mendel experiments, he selected pea plants where he because it showed various contrasting characteristics. So which one he has not studied among this? Leaf shape, stem height, pod shape, seed shape. So what is it? Leaf shape. Okay. Yes, it is leaf shape. So due to various contrasting character, Mendel chose garden pea plant, correct? That's what we just now I told you. So where he selected because they had various characteristics like stem height, pod shape, seed color, pod color, position of the flower, the color of the flower, all that, but he never took the character that is leaf shape. Okay, so even the stem height like tall and dwarf, what we see the variation, that's how the variations are exhibited. That's why Mendel selected garden pea plant, but he never saw leaf shape. So in the organisms, mutation in a single gene exhibits multiple phenotypic expression. Identify the underlying genetic mechanism in the above instant. That is multiple allelism, pleiotropy, incomplete dominance, polygenic inheritance. Mutation of a single gene exhibits multiple phenotypic expression. And so you have to find out which genetic mechanism gives the example of this. So it is B. Most of you are confident with B. Yes, it is B. So what is it? What is pleiotropy means? A single gene controlling various phenotypes is called as pleiotropy. Correct. So phenylketonuria is a genetic disorder in which a base substitution occurs in chromosomal 12, which is affected, but it affects multiple systems such as brain development, decreased pigmentation, and eczema. So this is an example of pleiotropy. So if a single phenotype is controlled by several genes, it is called as polygenic inheritance. Example, the color of the skin is controlled by several genes. And when the dominant allele fails to completely dominate the recessive allele, it is called as incomplete dominance. Example, the pink color flower of the snapdragon. The phenomenon in which a gene which has more than 2 types of alleles is called multiple alleles, the blood group. So here, a single gene is controlling many characteristics, many phenotypic characteristics. That is called as pleiotropy, where it is controlled by a single gene, right? And the answer B. A pure breed pea plant with round yellow seeds was crossed with a pea plant having wrinkled green seeds. On selfing of F1 hybrid of his cross, 64 progenies were obtained in the F2 generation. Find out the number of F2 progenies showing non-parental characteristics. So you have to find out F2 generation progenies where they're showing non-parental characteristics. So answers. So round yellow seeds was crossed with wrinkled green seeds. Round and yellow is crossed with wrinkled and green. Small one. Correct. So on selfing F1 hybridization cross of 64 progenies were obtained in the F2 generation. When F1 is crossed with F1, we got F2 as 64 progenies. Among this 64, how many progenies were having non-parental characteristic? Parental characteristics is round and yellow, wrinkled and green. How many progenies among this will not have the characteristic as same as the F2, as same as the parents? So D, someone says D. Okay. So let's see, his answer is A, that is 24. So let's see what. So here in F2 phenotypic ratio in the hybrid cross, it will be 9:3:3:1. So where the 9 is the genotype, parental genotype, and the 1 is also the parental genotype. So that is 3 and 3 represents the recombinant genotype. These two are the parental, and 3 and 3 is the one which is recombinant genotype. Therefore, among 64 progenies, the non-parental characters will be, that is 6 divided by 16 into 64. That is altogether 24. I hope it is clear. A man with blood group A marries a woman having blood group B. The maximum possible blood groups among their progenies are A, the man with A blood group marries a woman with B blood group. What could be the maximum blood group among the progenies, among the offsprings? Answers. Jyoti says A, Asha says C. It is A. So, if a man marries a woman with blood group, okay, so either a woman with blood group can either have IA, IO or IA, IA, correct? So it can be heterozygous or homozygous. A man with blood group B, he can also be homozygous or heterozygous. If they are heterozygous in nature, so what you will get, you can, if the progenies can have A, B, AB, or O. So hence A is the right answer. The length of DNA helix in a typical nucleosome is. The length of a DNA helix in the typical nucleosome is. If you remember the structure of DNA helix, so you should be knowing the length of DNA helix as well. So in a nucleosome, the length of the typical DNA helix is how much? How many base pairs? So it is 200 base pairs. Then B, is it B? Yes, it is 200 base pairs. So if you see, DNA will be wound around a histone protein. So to form a nucleosome, correct? So it will be like this basically, correct? And so this histone molecule, whatever is there, it is a complex made up of 8 histone particles. So that is H2A, H2B, H3, H4. So in every nucleosome, 200 base pairs of DNA helix is wrapped around this octamer. So whatever the DNA helix is there wrapping around this octamer, it will be having 200 base pairs. Okay, so the length of DNA helix in the typical nucleosome is 200 base pairs. Which of the following types of RNA carries amino acid towards the ribosome during translation? It's a very simple and an easy, direct question. Which of the following types of RNA carries amino acids towards the ribosome during translation? Is it mRNA, rRNA, dsRNA, or tRNA? Which RNA carries amino acids towards the ribosome during translation? So all types of mRNAs are given here in the options. You have to tell which RNA carries the amino acids to the ribosomes. It is T, that is tRNA. So during transcription of DNA strand, mRNA is the one which carries the coding sequence, right, to produce a particular protein. tRNA is the one which is an adapter molecule, which is meant for transferring the amino acids to the ribosomes. Then rRNA is nothing but ribosomal RNA, which is abundant RNA found in the cell, and it is a constituent of ribosomes. That's it. So here tRNA is the main RNA which carries the amino acids into the ribosomes and helps in protein synthesis. In eukaryotes, the entire base sequence of a gene does not appear in mature RNA because some gene sequences are removed by exonucleases. Transcription in eukaryotes consumes more energy. Coding sequences are removed during processing. Introns are removed during processing. Excuse me. So answer, in eukaryotes, the entire base sequence of gene does not appear in mature RNA. The reason is, yes, the introns are removed during processing. So in eukaryotes, whatever the DNA which undergoes transcription, it forms the mRNA. But in eukaryotes, whatever DNA transcription happens, it forms first hRNA, that is heterogeneous RNA, which consists of coding and non-coding sequences. The hRNA consists of the exons and introns. The exons are coding sequence, introns are non-coding sequence. So through the process of splicing, the introns are removed. The introns are removed, and through the help of ligase enzyme, the exons are joined, resulting in the formation of messenger RNA. So thus, mature mRNA will be formed after the loss of introns. So introns are removed during the process to get a mature mRNA. Suppose DNA samples collected for DNA fingerprinting analysis are less than the required quantity. Which of the following technique is helpful for to make the sample sufficient for the above analysis? So DNA sample has been collected for DNA fingerprinting analysis. In that, the DNA, whatever sample is there, it is less than the required quantity. So which technique will help us to produce more number of DNA or sufficient number of DNA? So Dhriti says it is D, Harsha's PCR. Yes, it is PCR. So let's see what is it. So the process of creating copies of DNA is called as DNA amplification, and PCR is the one. Polymerase chain reaction is a technique in which DNA is amplified. The double-stranded DNA molecules are subjected to denaturation, and then DNA polymerase synthesizes complementary DNA, and then later the separated strands are created, or this cycle continues to get sufficient number of DNA copies. That is due to polymerase chain reaction. Electrophoresis is a technique used to separate DNA fragments based upon their length or size. Then DNA probing is nothing but the short complementary nucleotide sequence which are used to detect the presence of complementary DNA. Means they'll be attached with some fluorescent or radioactive element. A small stretch of DNA molecule will be there that will be labeled with fluorescent or radioactive molecule. That helps us to detect whether the successful pairing has happened and whether the complementary nucleotides has been added or not. Then chromatography, as we all know, it is a technique for separation of different components of a mixture based upon their size, pH, affinity, and all. So when Escherichia coli cells are cultured in medium where lactose is absent, the gene of lac operon concept continues to produce repressor mRNA because it is the I gene, the lac operon concept continues to produce repressor mRNA because it is a structural gene, it is a non-coding gene, it is an operator gene, it is a constructive gene, what it is. So Pavitra says it is A, no, it is not A, it is D, it is a constructive gene, constitutive gene. What is it? If you take a functional lac operon, they'll be controlled by the expression of genes for lactose metabolism, correct? So there will be structural gene, operator gene, and promoter gene, as well as a regulatory gene. The structural genes are LAC-Z, LAC-Y, and LAC-A. They code for enzyme responsible for the permeability of metabolism of lactose. The operator gene interacts with protein molecule or regulatory molecule and prevents transcription. Promoter gene has a site where RNA polymerase can attach so that the genes can be transcribed. And regulatory gene produces a repressor protein. It is synthesized all the time from the I gene, right? So I gene is, so such genes undergo transcription continuously, and hence they are called as constitutive genes. 58th question, we are nearing to the end. Let's do it fast. For the given sequence of DNA, there is a DNA sequence given here. You have to find out the complementary base pairs on its mRNA. We are not talking about the complementary DNA. It should be complementary mRNA. So what could be the answer? Complementary mRNA for the given sequence. So if you remember, A always pairs with T and G pairs with C. This is in the DNA, deoxyribose nucleus. In the ribose nucleic acid, that is RNA, instead of T, you will have uracil, and G will be pairing with C as usual. So instead of thymine, you will be having uracil in RNA molecule. So hope the sequence you will get it easily now. It is B, that is B. So instead of A, you will have U, and instead of T is A. So that is how the sequence will be read, and hence the answer B. So which among the following was the biggest land dinosaur? Triceratops, Stegosaurus, T-Rex, or Brachiosaurus? 59th is the already given. Yes, it is the right answer. So let's go for the last question. In a population, so if you want, I can go with this description. So among the following, T-Rex was the biggest land dinosaur. Yes. So one of the largest fossil of the species measures 42 feet with a weight of 14 to 15 metric tons. So if you see, T-Rex is such a huge animal, biggest land dinosaur, where it is 42 feet height and weight is 14 to 15 metric tons. Stegosaurus is a herbivorous dinosaur, which will be usually 23 to 40 feet, and it will be 5 to 7 metric tons of weight. Triceratops are the one, they are also herbivorous dinosaur. They'll be 26 to 30 feet length and weight 6 to 12 metric tons. The last question, in the population of plants, some were extremely tall and the remaining were extremely dwarf. No plants of the population showed intermediate height. The type of population of natural selection in the above case is disruptive, balancing, directional, stabilizing. So answer for the last question, Dhriti says A. Any other answers? Answer, is it disruptive, balancing, directional, or stabilizing? What could be the answer here? So yes, it is disruptive. So let's see what is it. So in the population of plants, tall and dwarf are the extreme phenotypes, correct? Medium height is the intermediate phenotype. So when the nature selects the extreme phenotypes, the population is said to be disruptive, right? Here they say they are extreme tall or extreme dwarf. There is no intermediate. Hence, it is a disruptive type of population. So if the intermediate phenotype is chosen, then the population is said to be stabilizing. And directional means it is also a balancing selection. Either extreme phenotypes is selected by the nature, then the population is directional. This means that in this type of selection, nature can favor tall or dwarf individuals, or more individuals of that type will be present in the next generation. So that is what is directional. So I hope the explanation is clear, and this ends the paper 2020 KCET. I hope it is clear, every answers. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, students. This ends, no, madam?
Yes, sir. This ends.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Dear student, thank you so much. Tomorrow is the last day. As I discussed, there will be a mock exam on 16th of May. We will be sharing you the Google form link. You need to register for the mock exam. Whoever register will get exam link. You can attend the exam online. Please do attend the mock exam. Thank you so much, madam. You are sharing the material?
Yes, I'll be sharing it right
Okay,
now. Yeah.
okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, students. Happy learning. Study well. Do well. Thank you.